4, 3, 2, 1. We live, sir? You can start.
Yes, Rishi.
Yes, sir, we can start. The recording is live.
Okay. So good afternoon to all of you. I am very happy today to address you all from Poland, where we are having international VAT conference, and from there, when we are discussing AI in Poland also, in EU also, lot of deliberations are going for artificial intelligence and it use in VAT, GST and indirect taxes. And in ICAI, whatever we are doing, we are proudly feeling that we are much ahead about from them. In EU, they are still in process how they can train to their members. Even they don't have the concept of hackathon. And but in India, under the guidance of our chairman Nanda sir and past president and then vice president, when Nanda sir started this committee, we all are growing in a faster space in India in AI. So these are my opening remarks from Poland, and I am happy that you all are there as a panelist for this hackathon and for this webinar. So over to you, Chairman sir.
The most charming, dynamic, efficient Vice Chairman of the AI Committee, C. Umesh Sharma, who happens to be in Poland and is speaking from there. Rishiji, the faculties, the jury, and participants. It's a great occasion for me to address you today afternoon. ICAI is scaling newer heights. I remember it was set up an Act of Parliament way back on 1st July 1949. When the most important document to the democracy, the Constitution, was not promulgated. You're aware that the Constitution to this great country was promulgated on 26th January 1950. The pertinent question that arises is, what prompted the Constituent Assembly to set up an Institute of Chartered Accountants of India when its own democratic setup was not in place? The answer is very simple, very candid, very forthcoming. They were looking for a disciplined band of soldiers to steer this country out of confusion and put on the path of perpetual growth and equalization. Ladies and gentlemen, there we are. 12th February 2024, I took over as the Vice President of ICAI. 17th February, myself and the then President C. Ranjit Agarwal sat and we curated a committee called AIinICAI. Despite some negative comments coming, and this committee, fortunately, is one of the most robust committees of ICAI. We have more than 45,000 chartered accountants who are AI certified. What can I say from my own mouth? Internationally, we are treated as number one. There were times when we were not acknowledged our rightful place, and today we are at premium. कहते ना देते ना थे जो जवाब उनके सलाम आने लगे देते ना थे जो जवाब उनके सलाम आने लगे वक्त बदला तो मेरे नीम के पेड़ पर आम आने लगे. So time is very right. These hackathons, these programs will shape the way how all of us will add value into the perspective, either in practice or industry. Ladies and gentlemen, get involved in such programs. Two very important things. Number one, India is not short of foreign exchange. PM Modi has called for austerity measures. It is chartered accountants who could who could earn money, who could earn foreign exchange by GCCs, by outsourcing services, and by giving our services in tech start. And second important thing, we all have to work to make our country the economic power and make our institute the best institute of the world. I am always available whenever you need me. I am only a phone call away. Let's all work together and create wonders by using technology and particularly artificial intelligence. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you, Chairman sir, and your words of wisdom are guiding force for all of us. And friends, this is Hackathon Season 5. We have panelists and we have juries, Ashish Chadha ji, then Ravi Shankar Sharma ji, Shivani Gupta, Sahil Soni, Vaibhav Agiwal, Ramdeep Singh ji, then Shreyas Darekar, then Sulabh Gupta, Ajesh Kushwanti, then Deval, then Prateek Atal, then Shubham Goyal, and lot of people are there. But before starting this episode, I will request on behalf of AIinICAI committee to register yourself for this AI Innovation Summit, which is going to happen on 26th of June, where we will be having a grand finale. Just like the IPLs are now on the playoff stage, and then there will be a final matches. So our final will be on 26th of June. So get ready. Our panelists are there today. Get yourself registered. So I will request our tech team to play the short video of AI Innovation Summit 2026.
Yes, sir.
So dear participants, please register yourself for this AI Innovation Summit and witness the grand finale of this hackathon season 5. And all participants must apply their skill and give the ranking to all our esteemed panelists, those who are today in this hackathon. And friends, we are very proud that this hackathon use cases become landmark to showcase our intelligence to the world. And these small 10 minutes videos will be hosted on our AIinICAI website, where you can refer it and you can use it in your offices. So this is a platform where our members help our members to grow in AI. So with these words, all the best to the panelists. Be happy, be relaxed, and enjoy your use case. I am seeing so much of stress faces of panelists, but relax, keep smiling, and you will win. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for your great words of wisdom. We always look forward for the kind motivation which you both have always given us for the AI initiatives. Now, with your permission, we would like to tell over the rules of the ICI AI Hackathon before the contestants as well as the audience. So, we have a panel of 11 contestants today who will all be presenting their use cases on a one by one basis. They will all get 10 minutes to showcase the presentation. They will be timed on their use cases. And the jury we have two prominent jury today, our esteemed faculty, CA Shreyas Dharkar ji and CA Sulabh Gupta ji, who will be the jury for today. and we have 11 panelists. So what we will do is that we will be inviting all the panelists one by one, and the voting is now live. The jury will be seeing the presentations and asking the Q&A if they require after the end of the presentation of every panelist. After that, the audience also has a chance to be the part of this hackathon, wherein the voting is now live. The voting pattern is as follows. It is on the voting scale is from 1 to 5. 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest. I repeat, 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest. And the audience members have to vote for all the 11 contestants to register their vote. Merely submitting their vote for one contestant or two contestants will not submit their vote. They have to vote for all the 11 contestants to register their vote. And the voting lines are now open, and they will be remaining open till about 5 minutes after the last speaker speaks. It will be open after 5 minutes till the last speaker speaks, so that some persons who want to listen to all the presentation and then vote, they will also get a chance at the end. So this is the 7th episode of this season 5. We already have done 6 episodes, and we have got 18 out of the 24 semi-finalists for the 12th and 19th of June. The semi-final 1 lineup is complete with 12 panelists. Now we are completing the lineup for semi-final 2. So the 6 panelists for semi-final 2 are also with us. Now from this episode, another 3 panelists will go to the semi-final 2, and 3 from the last preliminary episode to be held on the 5th of June. So now, without much further ado, I would like to now invite our jury to take the session forward along with the first contestant for today. That is CA Vaibhav Agiwal ji. Vaibhav ji, you can start your presentation and your time starts now.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Good. Okay. Hi
Vaibhav
everyone, good
ji,
afternoon.
if you allow me to interrupt, before you start, I would just like to say all the best to all the participants who are here. All the very best. We are eagerly waiting for your presentations, and keep doing your good work up. This is not a personal judgment, so in case if anyone, like, we are supposed to take only 3 participants to the semifinals, so it doesn't mean that if this ends here. This might be a beginning. You can participate in next hackathon also. Rishi sir, if I'm right? So
Yes.
we are just doing our job, and the best men may win, right? Thank you. Now you can start.
Thank you, Shiraz sir. So, as we all are aware, कि DPDP Act is nearing, and everyone needs to follow those guidelines, the compliance guidelines, the personal data guidelines. So, the issue we face as a CA or our client face as our client faces is retaining or using those personal data or protecting those personal data. What we do is, whenever I need something, I directly download my data sets, personal data sets. If I need to share it for some banking purpose or for legal purpose, I'll re-download it, I'll use it, I'll make a copy of those, and I'll put it in multiple folders. Like, say I have created previous year folders, I'll put those data sets here. So those personal data of my client or of someone has been scattered all over my laptop, even if for me or for my client. So to protect those, I need to either redact those, delete those as per the act. But it is not practically possible for me or anyone to, go to each folder, check each file, everything, each notices, and then start, deleting those, redacting those. So to overcome this problem, I have created a application. I'll just share my screen. Please let me know if it is visible. I have created a AI DPDP compliance. Is my screen visible? Hello.
Yes, your screen is visible, Vaibhav. Please go ahead.
So this is I have created. So as soon as I log in, I land on the page, first page of my application, where it simply states ki how to use this application. It simply provides a small write-up of what this tool does and what each page is used for. Then if I go to executive dashboard and board mode, these are simply the you can say graphical presentation of my scan or data sets. This AI privacy monitor in real time will scan your computer and will provide you what data sets that say on review required or needs to be deleted, everything. Say I have master resetted it, then I have logged in, then logged out. So it will feed everything. Now comes my data. Suppose I have one folder where my some data is there which I need to actually look out. So what I'll do, I'll simply copy paste the path, or I can even drag it here. And if I want, say I want for DPDP compliance, I'll just add. I want to say name it some scan. If I want some say for consent purpose or contract purpose, I can select from here. Rule pack says ki for which I need it, whether it's for specifically HR, KYC or for full. So here I'll select full one. So as soon as I click, it will show me that there was one file scanned, total 8 findings were there. So if I click on here, so it is now showing me what data that folder contains or that file contains. So I have minor data, unmasked Aadhaar, some mobile numbers and email address, which say needs to be reviewed or on high risk, or it has automatically provided what risk is to be there. Now I want to update these. Suppose I have some data which needs to be redacted or needs to be deleted. So I can directly go to my action tracker and I can see ki this admission form is in this path and it is 2 months old. And what type it is a minor data. What actions I need to do, I can update it from here. As per law, it already has given ki as per section 9, it has to be deleted immediately. Correct? In case I need, say I want it to be retained, say I have received a consent key, I can retain it, or I need the key present as consent. So I can update it from here and I can simply save it here. Same way I can download it to, say if I download it is exported to my CSV, and if I want to update or keep those data or redact those data, I can simply check from those files and I can do. I can even filter from here ki what I need to see. If I say need to see only Aadhaar card, it will show me only Aadhaar things. Same will be updated in risk intelligence ki whether we have done this ki approved to retain or needs review. So what it does, it has simplified my scanning and given me ki what all data I have had and how I can do this. I can directly delete things from here also. If I click on delete file, it will completely delete that file directly from the computer. Now comes the consent governance. If I suppose I have some client or I want the consent of a client, so I can directly add it from here. Say I'll just add. Say I'll just purpose say ITR purpose and say I have this his PAN number. So I'll just write and I'll just save that record. So that consent is saved. Now the section says ki I need to send the consent to the party that I have received this data. So what I can do, I can just simply click here. It will shoot an email to that person as what data sets I have received from him and for what purpose it will be used. Same if I have received, say, some updation from a client, key they need to update some address, say passport number, or they have given us some wrong information they want to update. So I can simply add those requests here. Say I have added here. Details updation of Aadhaar to this. So correction. I can select what type it is for erasure correction. So if I need to assign it to some member, I can say it is assigned and it will create the status. Now there are multiple stages. If I need to start, I can put a start key, it has started, then it is in progress, waiting for user, resolved or closed. So these are the stages. I can directly update it from here. In case, say, some breach happened or there are say my laptop has been stolen or broken and there are chances that my data can be leaked, so I can simply add that log here. I can simply say ki my laptop stolen, so severity description, it is stolen, what it contains, a pen and Aadhaar, root cause stealing, preventive actions, say logged, I have logged it, FIR done, and I'll just put an incident. So it has given me a 72 hours timer key. I have to report this to the data principals and the management key. This has been lost and it has already started the timer key. 17 hours, 71 hours are left, correct? If I need to update my stage key, whether it is on investigation or contained or reported, and if it is closed, I can just click on here and it will update those things. Now AI upload
Vaibhav ji, last
firewall.
2 minutes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
AI upload firewall is nothing but if I have some new data coming and I want to just see whether it contains some confidential information. So I'll just can click here. I can just select, say, this, and I'll intercept and scan. It is basically used if I need to upload some data to, say, Chat GPT or Gemini or any other GPT. So it will say that this contains Aadhaar and email, so do not upload it. Rather, we need to redact these. So these are the major functionalities. These are just reports key what audit chain it has key. It will show me every audit chain what I have done. The 2 scans I have done, 1 finding, 1 consent, 1 incidents. If I want to report it, I can directly pull those reports here. Third major thing is this knowledge center. Every time I need not go to the act and check. I can simply have everything here in short and crisp way. Ki what say if I want to check what is data principal, I can directly go here. I can check this from here. Same for settings. If I have some, I don't know what. Achha, this is so this contains my, say, if I have some key or management key, I can see what all users are here. I have added, say, my email here. So it will automatically send those emails from there. If I want to master reset it key, I need to delete everything, we can do from here. So this was all about AI DPDP compliance. So I'll be happy to take any questions.
Yeah, Vaibhav. If
Yes.
you can just clarify what exactly was your problem statement.
Okay. So my major problem statement was I keep my client data or in a, say, Excel or in some folder. Say I have a client for which I am doing, say, ITR filing as well as GST filings, or
So
say
basically your problem statement was data discovery, right?
data discovery and then deleting or redacting it as per the DPDP
So
Act.
when you click that delete button, from where it will delete?
If it will delete the whole file, I'll show you.
From where? From your
From
system.
from the system, yes.
Okay, what about hard disk?
It will delete from everywhere. Like you will not find it anywhere on this your
Can
PC.
it not be can it not be retrieved?
No, it will not
Have
be
you
retrieved.
tried that?
Yes, sir.
Have you tried that? Are you sure?
Yes,
I
I'm sure.
doubt. It will delete
No.
from your system, but it will be a copy of this data will still be there on the hard disk. An image of your data will be there on your hard disk, which can be retrieved later on using some tools.
Sir, those are like high-end tools
Yes,
from which
but when
even
it comes to DPDP and you talk about data erasure, DPDP is very clear about data erasure that data should be erased in a manner it should not get retrieved in later stages.
Sir, using
Law is
software,
very clear.
sir, I agree. But using
Anything.
some softwares you can do, but if we, it will be completely erased from your disk drive, like drive view.
This tool, point number one, this tool does not fulfill your data erasure compliance. First thing. Second, I would like you to go to that AI upload firewall.
Huh.
Yes. Here you upload data to know what personal details are there in the data, right?
Yes.
So you must have integrated some AI agent behind this.
Sir, it no AI agent, but basically it catches, say, Aadhaar number or PAN or passport as per the sets it has been created.
Say, for example,
You
if
have
I
certain
upload
rules
any
behind it.
document,
Huh.
that's what I'm coming. If I upload any document here which contains yeah, हमारे यहाँ मध्य प्रदेश में there is a concept of क्या बोलते हैं स्कूलों में लगता है स्टूडेंट्स का आईडी होता है बेसिकली. So is that is a personal data according to DPDP.
Yes.
It will catch that also.
Sir, that depends on how, see, every school has different student ID cards, correct? It can be 4 numbered, it can be 6 numbered, it can be 8 numbered. That can be like reprogrammed to check that. If I am checking,
So
say, for
that's the
Madhya
point
Pradesh.
is that's what my point is. Whether you don't know what it will catch, what it will leave, right? So you are just relying on this tool, which will say that PAN number, Aadhaar number, or bank account number, or mobile number, email ID. ये 5 चीजें हैं जो personal data है according to DPDP, right?
No, sir.
उसके अलावा उसमें कुछ और होगा तो पता ही नहीं चलेगा ना. If
Sir,
I'm completely relying on this.
these are some standards. But if you go deeply, there are multiple things which do not have a standard formats, correct? So उसको आपको करने के लिए we need to reprogram it कि if it is say I am say auditing or having some client from Rajasthan or MP for students, then I need to exactly derive that कि this is the student ID which I can even update here and then it will update. Then it will start catching those formats as a say personal data.
And more of a tool, if I say this is more of a feeding like input I need to give manually most of the times. So this is not a more of a compliance tool. This is more of a recording tool wherein you can recording things for data related preventions and trackers and your whatever vulnerabilities are there. So that also you need to put into it, right? So in my opinion, this will not fulfill, take it a positive feedback. This will not fulfill your DPDP compliance. So this was all from my side. Sulabhji, if you have any questions.
I think you covered almost every bit, Shreyas. I feel more of a input tool, and this AI upload firewall is also more of a rule-based firewall. So yeah, I think there's some more work that is needed here, but really well done on the thorough piece of it. You've thoroughly researched and planned almost all of the actions here. But yeah, some bit of more work is needed on this.
So
Vaibhav, if I'm not wrong, is this HTML?
No, this is a Python based.
Achha, this is Python based.
So those, I agree कि those specific are not, cannot be done because those do not have a fixed formats actually. Those having fixed format or structure, this will easily track. Suppose I want to track my say
Right.
C drive. So I'll just give a link to C drive and it will automatically fetch those things. Ki this contains in these folders or particular file.
Yeah. So Vaibhav, who do you think would be using this? If you plan on circulating this tool, who is this useful for? A chartered accountant or someone like, let's say, a hospital?
Sir, it can be useful for any person having the data. Say it can be hospital or any client having say you can say even that NBFC client, banking clients, or even ourselves. If I have put say 10, I have made a 10 copy of myself. I have given to some staff or something. I can just simply scan this and I can check whether they have those datas or not.
But Vaibhav, that's our challenge, that this is not a plug and play as of now, right? if you focus on one example use case that you said where chartered accountants are gaining data and then this is tracking from your local device, the
Yes.
same thing cannot be implemented for an NBFC or a hospital because they would have data in a separate software. Similar.
See, majorly what I have seen ki, see if you have any ERP or something, correct? They'll automatically have those cleaning and things. But what happens if say if I'm auditing a say hospital client, okay, they'll surely download those every ERP things into an Excel or CSV and they share. And sometimes
No,
it
no.
gets
So my
retained into a
point
file itself.
is the definition of personal data would be very different. That's my point.
Okay.
Okay. But fair. I think that's all from my end. Anything else, Shreyas?
Thank you.
No? ठीक है,
Great job, Vaibhav. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
well done.
We can have our next participants, Prateek Atal ji.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, Prateek. Go ahead.
So, good afternoon, juries. And first of all, I would like to thank the AICA committee for giving us such a good opportunity for showcasing our use cases over here. I am CA Prateek Atal, and what I am about to show you here today is a working tool that pulls TDS data straight from Tally and uses AI to do the part that actually we as chartered accountant find time consuming. That is figuring out the right TDS section or generally when the ledgers do not correspond in the data entries. The TDS compliance in our chartered accountancy practice depends on correctly classifying every payment to its applicable section, rate, and threshold. Deterministic, most of the tools which are in market nowadays have deterministic rule based tools, which handles a cleanly put in accounting entries, but are very difficult or are not capable enough to find out entries when the entries are such that expense account is debited and the bank account is directly credited. In such cases, the tools, what they do is they um, leave such entries and do not use it in the TDS classification. So I'll start with my sharing my screen. So my screen is visible. Is my
Yes.
screen visible, sir?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this is my tool, AI powered TDS suite. Sorry. So here, first of all, anybody who has got a Gemini API key can copy his Gemini API key and configure it over here. Save the key. It will just check. We have also given an option of offline models integration using Olama. So this is a dummy company that I've opened in Tally, Democorp Industries Private Limited. So here are some expenses. And there's no data in the tool as of now. It will pull the data directly from Tally. So here it has extracted all the vouchers which are present in the P&L account. The total vouchers in Tally are 250, out of which 235 vouchers are expense voucher present in P&L account. So those vouchers have been extracted. These vouchers have been segregated using the expense ledger, and also where there are vendors, it has already taken the vendors, and if there are no vendors as of now, for example, the vehicle insurance or the office rent entry, you can see it is directly parked to bank account. There is the vendor name is given in narration, that is Skyline Towers. So here the the voucher extraction from Tally takes place. Then it divides or parses the data received from Tally into two different fields: the ledger tagging and voucher parsing, wherein it identifies which vouchers are required for TDS and which are not. So it has identified rows with 88 rows which are required for TDS and 108 rows which are unknown as of now because there are no vendors listed to it. Then we run the classify over here, wherein it gives section wise breakup where each section the threshold is crossing and where the threshold is not crossing. Here it has given the details. So until here it works as if a rule based tool. Post this, here it has given us the total TDS amount of rupees 82,110. Now here we ask AI to come in. We ask AI to resolve the vendors first. As soon as I click resolve vendors with AI, what it does is it sends the entries and narrations to AI, and AI identifies the suppliers or the vendors, and so I guess it is taking some 2-3 minutes. So in some cases, just as we saw in the rent case, there is no vendor as of now. As soon as it will take around 60 to 90 seconds to resolve. Yes. So now the current TDS has come up to 1,92,990 from something around 82,000. It has solved the vendors problem. It has taken the vendor as Skyline Towers Private Limited. It has identified the vendors and correctly given us the TDS required to be deducted. Also, we can resolve section queries with AI. Let's say we have a AMC contract with a computer technical person. So we have got an AMC contract which generally requires 194C deduction. But sometimes, generally in a computer contract, we deduct TDS under section 194J. So since this AMC contract is not a specific contract or not related to a specific software, as per circular number 1715 of CBDT, the TDS should be deducted in 194C itself, treating it as a regular contract. So here it has resolved 10 section errors. You can see it has given a tab over here wherein the AI has given its confidence level and it has said the reason for considering it. And 194J, computer AMC typically involves routine maintenance, which is classified as a works contract under 194C. So it has already classified it as 194C, but alternatively, if you want, you can also classify it under 194J. So this is up to the chartered accountant. If he wants, he can click over here, select all the entries and override section, and you can just pick the section 194J and it will run accordingly. So after you have correctly classified, we have also given the view in a P&L format so that you can verify whether all the entries have been correctly taken by the tool or not. So the total of purchases should match with the total of purchase group. Similarly, it should all the expenses are given over here. And when we push the data into working sheet, automatically all the data along with the name, the PAN number is filled. So quick couriers, month-wise, the details are given, the rate, the type of the company, everything is automatically filled. You get a monthly summary here also, wherein you can see the deductions for April, May, June, what are the basis, what is the threshold when a particular deduction has crossed threshold and everything. And in the working sheet, you can also the details are divided section wise.
Prateek ji, a minute left.
Yes, so these are the sections. Any section you can select and upload the PDF over here, Chalan PDF. It will directly parse the PDF and link the details of such a PDF to such a Chalan to the deductions itself, and auto calculate the late payment interest, the late fees. If you want, you can also give the return filing date, and it can compute the late payment fees and late payment interest as well. And lastly, you can export the total working in a Winman ready format where you can just copy and paste it in Winman sheet so that you can file the return correctly. And there is a Chalan filing guide as well, wherein which you can download and send it to your client. The client doesn't have to call you each and every time, sir, which section should I select, what should be the major head, the minor head, everything is given over here. And lastly, a report by summary by deductive also is given. So deductive wise, how much TDS is deducted, that is given. And we have also integrated FY26 details, wherein the old section, what was the old section and what is the new section, that is also given. Thank you, sir. I'm open for question and answer now.
Fair, Prateek. So again, let's start from the same question. What is the exact problem statement that you are addressing from this?
So basically, generally what happens in CA offices, our offices is we get the data from client and we have to manually see whether the entries are correct. Most of the times the entries are directly taken from the bank statement itself. So the entries are in this format. I mean, goods or any, maybe the expense account is debited and the bank account or the cash account is credited. Most of the time these entries skip due to not a correct method of accounting, wherein double entry should have been done. So the expense should have been parked to the particular vendor. That is not done. And that is the reason most of the configurations in Tally also fail. Most of the times Tally also do not correctly qualify or quantify these TDSs.
Okay. So it's primarily focused on the TDS reporting.
Mostly TDS reporting, TDS classifications, and using AI for niche cases or borderline cases, wherein for example in our this thing there was a case where AMC for computers was being paid. So computer or technical services are classified under 194J, but using the circular given by CBDT, circular number 715, they have strictly mentioned that if the computer or technical services are for a specific software and not of a generalized purpose, you will have to deduct it in 194J, or else you can treat it as a 194C deduction and you should deduct it in 194C. So each and every reasoning has got a reasoning from LLM or from the AI model has got a backend, and the CA can verify it why it is uh, classified as a 194J and why not 194C. There is a reasoning behind each and everything. It's not just that the tool is giving you a decision. It is helping you to get to a decision. So there is a difference between a tool replacing a chartered accountant and a tool helping a chartered accountant to perform get to an informed decision.
Okay, fair. I'll just ask one more question. In your quantification, in your understanding, and stick to numbers, okay? How much time do you think it actually takes for a CA firm to do this now? And how much time it's actually taking through your tool to achieve this?
Maybe around 4 to 5 hours minimum for a good size company, maybe a 50 crores company. It would take around minimum 2 to 3 hours to extract data and to identify the vendors from the narrations and then quantifying them.
Okay, and how much time is it taking you?
It should take hardly 2 to 3 minutes now, because it is already identifying the vendors from using the narration itself, not just the rule-based ledgers or this thing, and not just identifying the vendors. It is also giving the interest computation. It is filling the data in Winman ready format so that you can just copy and paste it to the Winman this thing. And most of the times client keep us calling, sir, which section should I choose? So basically lately in the tax year 26-27,
Prateek ji, time is up.
it was a huge problem. Yes,
Shreyas, any question? Shreyas, any questions from your end?
Quick question, since time is up. Prateek ji, what tech you used, what technology you used to get data extracted from Tally?
sir, I have used HTTPS server. It is communicating through HTTPS server and XML. It is a inbuilt.
And does Tally supports HTTPS?
Yes, sir.
I think Tally supports ODBC only.
No,
ODBC and
that is
Power
for-
Queries.
And
For
HTTPS
exporting,
also. It also does. So if my screen is visible, I'll just show you the connector that I've built.
Yeah, because that connector was not displayed, right?
Yes. So this is the kind of so this connector I have put it inbuilt in the software itself. This is the connector I had built for my other project also.
This is VB script.
VB script connector, yes.
Okay, that's it. Another one is the entry which you were showing. There is one technical understanding, I think. There is gap. When we are reporting as an auditor, we are saying that companies using mercantile basis of accounting, when you are showing these type of entries are there in the books, it is a responsibility of the auditor in that case that these entries should be rectified and corrected properly.
Yes, sir. But in most of the MSME companies,
So this is just a differences of opinion, right? Don't take it otherwise.
Accounting itself, yes.
Yeah, because you're signing audit report, you're saying client has maintained proper books of accounts and mercantile basis of accounting, you're signing it. And if these entries are there in the books, so you have to take care about these things. Okay, let's move forward. We'll have another next participant, Ashish Chadha ji.
Yeah, very good afternoon, jury and all the participants. And thank you very much, this committee, for providing this platform to showcase our use cases. First of all, I'll start briefly with what kind of a problem statement I'm dealing with. Since these days we are dealing a lot of problem in filing the GST returns and to reconcile the GST returns with the books of accounts and the e-invoices which have already been provided by the government utility. So for the purpose of this, I'm working on this tool for my organization. Our organization is a very large organization, and we have a multiple places of business in a single state. I'll show you this problem statement. We have a multiple places of business in a single state, and then we have a single GST registration, and all the returns are being filed from the headquarter where I'm sitting. Now, before the introduction of this tool, we were getting the Excel files and all the files through the email, some other channels, and then we reconcile, compile it, consolidate it. And this generally takes a time. And for the purpose of this, this tool has been developed and currently being utilized in the organization across the whole state. Now I'm coming back to the tool. Let me show you, this is the first screen, first page, the login page of the tool. I'm going as an admin, although the tool has a multiple features as an admin, as a user, and various other things, but currently I'm using it as an admin so that I have access to all the data. First of all, I have to create a state. Here I've created two states. By adding the details, I can create the different states or multiple states where I have a business. Once the state is created in the system, then the next step is to create locations. You can have a multiple locations. Currently, we are having more than 30 to 40 locations in a state. So here I've created just 3 locations. And then once the location is created, I have to configure it and link it to the GST number. So in this way, the basis of the system has been created, means which location is linked to the which state and which GST number. Then my second part is I have to go to the user management, means I have to provide right to the different persons who are taking care of all the finance data or GST data or the indirect tax data, who is working at a plant level, site level, or a different location level. Then here I can add user, provide them the right, and all the rights can be given to a single person or to multiple person for a single location. Once the right have been given, then I can assign that person. Suppose I'm assigning a person, this is my email ID, I'm assigning a person, then there is a option to select a state, and there is an option to select a location within that state. You can assign a different locations, and you, after assigning a location, you can add that location and rights to the person. Now I'm moving to the point of data management, where I have option. First is as a user, I have an option to upload the data, and even as an admin, I have a right to upload the data, because sometimes as an admin we are also working at some places of business. So here I'm just taking care of 3 tables. First is B2B, then is export, and then is a CDNR, because of the paucity of the time. I'm selecting B2B, then I'm selecting the location, Noida, and then the period is March 2016, and I'm selecting, I've already prepared data in the Excel format, so that's why I'm directly going to there. Here I've uploaded the data. Now this way it is showing, first of all, there is a validation rules. Validation rules means whether your invoice number is 16 digit or not, whether GST number is 15 digit or not, whether as per the place of supply rule, all the your GST or IGST, CGST have been properly segregated or not. If all the rules have been satisfied, then the data is validated and this message is shown. Once this message is shown over your screen, then you will be able to upload the data. Once I'm clicking on this, data has been successfully uploaded. Then the second part, I'm going to export. Now I'm importing the data of export for a particular location. Data has already been prepared in this regard. I've selected this file. Again, data has been validated. Now I'm uploading it. It has been completely uploaded. Now I've prepared the data with some discrepancies, just to showcase how the system is clicking or identifying the discrepancies in the data. I'm uploading GST data in respect of a nil and exempt supplies. Here, I've selected this file, uploaded it. Now see, here I've used the different GST number. This GST number is pertaining to the state of Rajasthan, but I'm uploading for the state of Uttar Pradesh. That's why the system won't allow you to upload this data, and it is showing a discrepancy. Once you clear all the discrepancies, then you will be able to upload the data. Now we are moving to the next part. As an admin, I have a right to see the timeline. Means I can set here the timeline by which you are required to upload the data. Suppose just like here, I have set a timeline 29th of May, that is today, and I have settled a time at 9:47 p.m. Thereafter, you won't be able to upload the data. So that admin has a right to control all the uploading of the data, and then thereafter he has a time to manage the filing of return and reconciliation and all. Now, after uploading and completing all these details, the last and the important part, which is in the preview of the nodal or as an admin, what is that? That is a reconciliation with your e-invoice data. How the e-invoice data is being reconciled? First of all, I have to download the e-invoice data from the GSTN portal, and then we are selecting it, the state for which I have downloaded it. Then GST number is automatically coming here because we have configured under the masters. Now here I have an option either to upload the single file. I'm just showing it. I can upload this single file. This has been validated, and this is clearly shown over here that 16 records have been updated. And apart from that, sometimes we have a number of records in the state. So the data which is generated by the government utility or the government GSTN portal, that is in the multiple files. So here I can select all the files and then upload it. Again, all the files have been completely read by the system and validated as per the validation rules. And here we are getting a message that we can upload it. Till now, only the single file has been updated, which is shown earlier. Now I'm importing all the data which I have just selected here. Just see, after importing the data, all the data B2B, CDNR, export, HSN, everything has been imported into the system. Once the data has been imported into the system, then as an admin, either you can view it, download it, that is optional. Now, the very important part, that is reconciliation. How the reconciliation is being done? User has uploaded the data, whether B2B, B2C, or all these things have been uploaded. We have uploaded another e-invoice data. Now the part is to reconcile these two data before filing the return. I'm selecting the period, selecting state, and then all the locations within a state. I'm running it. Once the reconciliation is run, then this report is generated. It is showing that with your e-invoice data, 18 invoices are matched and 5 invoices are in GSTR 1 only, and 15 invoices are there in e-invoice which nobody has reported. So if you go down there, you have an option for the B2B, for export, for CDNR, for HSN, everything you can
Ashish ji,
download
last 2
these.
minutes.
Yes, sure, sir. And after this, you have an option to see, and it is clearly written here that these data have been matched, and there is an invoice which is in GST1, not in the invoice system. Similarly, invoices are there in the invoice system, not in the user system, user data. And these reports can be downloaded in the Excel format, and Excel format is exactly the same thing which we are generally using for the purpose of filing returns and all. And once all these discrepancies have been resolved, then you have an option last, that is the reports. You are going to report. You can select here the reconciliation data after reconciling everything, after fixing the discrepancies, and then you just click on the export button. By clicking on the export, you will be getting the export file, I mean the Excel sheet, exactly in the same format in which we are filing GST return by utilizing the utility which has been given by the government of India for filing the GST returns. Let me show you. I'm generating it. Data has been generated. Now I'm opening this. Let me just show you this file. Now this is the data which is generated by the system: B2B, B2C, CDNR, export, HSN, document details, exempt supply, and all these things. And this is the format of utility which is provided by the government of India for the purpose of filing return. Simply, we can just copy this data, paste it into this Excel utility, and directly go to the uploading of return in the government portal.
Ashish ji, time is up.
Okay. Ashish ji,
There is some
there?
connectivity issue with Ashish ji.
Yeah.
At the last moment, and this system is going to help in that. Now we are coming to the point why we have given the name.
Ashish ji, sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah.
I think already the announcement was made that the time is up. So let's proceed to the questions there.
Yeah, sure. We can proceed with the question, but I'll take just 5 seconds for more to explain what I was saying. Why I've given the name to this system as GRACE. GRACE is a full form of GST reconciliation and the compliance engine. And why this is GRACE? This is justifying its utility, as well as this is justifying the compliance level of the organization, which is increasing the grace of the organization. That's why this system has been given this name. Now we are open for the question answer for this.
Fair. Shreyas ji, you'd like to go first?
Yes. So Ashish ji, what is unique in your problem statement? There are numerous tools already available for reconciliations and everything. What is so unique which you are providing in this tool? This is my first question. Second question.
Okay.
This tool which you have created is HTML. Netlify you're using just to host that HTML through web, right? So
Right.
once your browser history is gone, the data in this tool will be no more.
Okay.
How you're going to answer
Perfect.
this?
Perfect. Firstly, I go with the uniqueness in the system. In our organization, we have a dual role. I'm sitting in Uttar Pradesh. I can work in some other state. So where I'm not a nodal agency, where I'm not a responsible person to file the returns. So in that way, I have to report the data in that state. Suppose I'm working in all the states across India, then it will be very difficult for me to upload different files every time in the software which are available in the market. So in this way, this tool is going to help us. Why? Because by the single sheet and by mentioning the GST number against each and every invoices, system is configured in such a way that it will automatically link all the data, all the GST number with respective states, and provide the relevant data on the screen of concerned person who is responsible for filing the returns. That is the answer to the first question. Now the second
For
question.
that, you need to have a backend for that. You're running it on HTML.
Correct. I'm coming to your second question. That is your second
So
question.
HTML file opened at your system and opened at my system
Sir,
will have
I'm
different.
coming. Sir, I'm coming
Okay.
to that point. I've just answered your first question. Just allow me to answer the second question. How we have created this system, we use the chat GPT and the cloud for the purpose of creating logics, for the purpose of creating your coding all everything. And then we use Supabase. You can this cloud has been used, HTML has been used for the purpose of a front end, and for the purpose of saving your data, Supabase is used where various SQLs have been created, various other things are there. Like I'll show you, it's various tables are there, table editors are there. Whenever you are uploading the data is directly going into this. This is not a HTML page. This has been deployed by using the Netlify. See here, all the data is being stored in all different tables. And if you see, this is not HTML based, this is a cloud based technology. And first of all, the last thing which I want to clarify here, I have just extracted this data from the website of our organization because I am not supposed to disclose over here. And I've taken that complete system, and for the purpose of demonstration, I've created different tables and deployed it on in the Netlify app. Over to you, sir. I hope I've clarified your doubts.
Okay, Sulabhji, you can ask questions. But still, data linked with Supabase, you might not have much space there. Supabase gives a very limited space
Sir,
for
that's what
database
I'm telling
storage.
you that's what I'm telling you. For the purpose of demonstration, I've created tables on the Supabase. Otherwise, we have a database in our own system in the internal website of
Okay.
the organization.
Okay.
But the base
Sulabhji.
is same. Yeah.
Fair, I think. Shreyas, I don't have further questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sulabhji and Shreyasji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashish.
Ashish ji,
Sure.
thank you. You may stop sharing your screen. And we
Yes.
invite the fourth contestant for today, CA Kapil Gupta ji. Kapil ji, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Is my voice audible?
Yes, it
Hello.
is.
Yes, Kapil ji, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So myself, Kapil Gupta. I'm presenting you. First of all, thanks to AI committee for providing me this opportunity.
जब उमेश जी को सिर्फ लिंक भेजा ज्वाइन कर गए वो
So I'm
कॉल करा उठाया
presenting
नहीं
you
उन्होंने
my.
खुद ज्वाइन
Rishi
कर
sir, I request you to go on mute, please.
कौन है हेलो
Yeah, Rishi sir, I
हाँ जी
request you to go on mute, please.
Rishi sir, your mic is on.
Yeah.
सर
You
आप
can
कहाँ से
continue,
बात
sir.
कर रहे हैं
Okay. First of all, thank you to AI committee
जी
for
तो
providing me
सर
this
वो इसका इनवॉइस
opportunity.
Sorry.
इसका इनवॉइस
Is a
कहाँ से आता है
voice,
मेल पे आता
voice, different voices are coming.
है
Wait, Kapil.
जमशेदपुर तो जमशेदपुर का तो बैच अभी शुरू होना है सर आप मेल कर दो AI@ICAI तो बैच खत्म होने के बाद मिलेगा अगले महीने हाँ आप बैच खत्म होने के बाद मिलेगा हाँ जी हेलो
Rishi sir, your mic is on. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, thanks to AI committee for providing me this opportunity. I would like to, especially I was watching all the seasons continuously episodes, and I was very much I was surprised the way institutes and chartered accountants are going in the way of AI, so wavelength of AI. So at that length, I had presented, developed a tool that is Samkhya AI. It is not developed purely developed yet. It is in the form of development, but I had created a structure that I will showcase in this hackathon. So, what is Samkhya AI? It will turn the corporate disclosures like all the investor transcripts and the narratives, all the annual presentations, all the investor calls and investor presentations, all the news articles that have been presented for the listed company into actionable intelligence. So there are too many noises. So we will check on the reality from the narrative. So it will separate the reality from the narrative. So why it is named as Samkhya? So Samkhya is a Hindu philosophy. So where the illusions are separated from the reality is separated from the illusion with a systematic analysis. So Samkhya had three things: Paurush, Prakriti, and Paurush and Prakriti are being getting different from, and where then we are using our Vivek to analyze the information in a very thoughtful manner. So it is a transform all the disclosures into the decision-ready intelligence. What kind of problem? So for which problem the tool is created? A problem we are solving here is an information explosion we have. So every company generates a 300-pager annual reports, earning transcripts are there, investor presentations are there, various news articles are there. So making a manual analysis is a very impractical form. So you have to read every inch of information. So it creates some gaps, critical gaps. So it takes time. Its risks are very hidden. Contradictions are always there. So there was no unified layer to collate all the information and present it and identify all the risk actionable. So always fails. So we introduce this. So what all inputs we are taking? We are taking all the annual reports. We are taking investor presentations. We are taking called transcripts. We are taking news and external reports. So now when I develop this tool, so I am taking all the four inputs. But whenever it is in the development stage, so we will take more inputs also. Like we can take all various international global media reports also. We can take more investor relations column also and BSc, NSC, all the filings on SEBI that we can take inputs and we will build it. So what are the capabilities? So after taking all the things, what it does, it identify the contradictions between the information. It do the financial forensics. It do valuation analysis where the valuation of the share can sit in, where the scenarios can be developed. It actually provides us the investment recommendations too. So how the information flow into this AI tool? Where first is the data ingestion, data get data get feeded into the system, then analysis is done, then intelligence systems are provided, and fourth leg of this tool which I am building is a one click memo. So it provides a one click brief note of that all the reports, and then we can send it to the client. Then we can send to deliverable as a to our team. So this is so. I'm just showing you the artifact that I had created using Claude Codex, and Gemini. That artifact I'm showing. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
So it is my
Something.
No,
artifact.
we can see only this flow. We are not able to see your artifacts.
So it is the artifact, sir. It is a published artifact. You can see the
The
cloud.
PowerPoint
How it
presentation, the Gamma
works?
presentation is
Oh, sorry.
no.
I guess I have to stop sharing screen and then.
You need to first stop presentation.
Okay, sir. The artifact is now visible, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is my artifact where I had given the four sources. Like first is annual report MDNA, where we will present the annual report and all the things. Second is investor presentation. Second is in investor presentation. One second, sir. Huh. So second is investor presentation, which you will upload in the PDF format in second source. Third is earning call transcripts, which when an investor call happen, the transcripts are there of a listed company. So you upload this source also. It extract all the word format in that. Another source is, sir, from news reports or web links, whichever you provide, it will upload in that form, and then you run the cross source. Then you run this artifact. So what this artifact do is first it provide the executive summary of that uh, executive summary of all the reports, where the reports of this operational health is deteriorating. It is classified into the various formats, and the deteriorating, it is good, or it what is the risk kind of this company. So basically, my cloud limit was exhausted because I had run it over the Maruti latest reports also, but now the cloud limit is exhausted. So basically, it is a demo which you are showing, which is showing right now. So, so it provides the verbal sentiment of that is the file sentiments, narrative alignment. So that kind of percentage it had calculated, which had provided the basic information on that. So this is the executive summary of that. Then I had developed the what the recommendation a investment banker will give on the share, or so uh, what's the conviction on the share, what's the horizon of that conviction, how much friction downside or upside we are having, we are targeting on that share, what's the bull case scenario, what's the bear case scenario, what all things from the information, that pool of information it is, what we should have watch on the shares, what a catalyst you can have watch on the shares, what the valuation notes are there, how the portfolio positioning will happen if we go long on the share or short on the share. So what's the, and then it has a various scenarios. Scenarios are like bull scenarios are there. It's a the base scenario. It's if I go bull on this, so what is base and what is bear? And then I had also inbuilt it a valuation calculator in the same. So it's a discounted cash flow method. Cash flow valuation. So DC discounted cash flow valuation will do this. And what's the current price? So what is a fair value range price? The same valuation calculator I had inbuilt it of multiples. So how much forward EPS, PE multiple, EBITDA, sales, and from the PE method or EBITDA method, the valuation from the sales method, this is the valuation. So this is a multiple blend, and if given the weightage of all the valuations, then comes the multiple blended valuation. Another thing, sir, which I had built it in
Kapil ji, a minute left.
Okay, sir. Contradiction matrix. How was the how the basic fundamental of creating this is how the things are contradicting. The narrative is what and reality is what from the all the actual information. So it created the what the verbal thing is and what the variance and that things is what the inventory positioning. So it is not reflected that the inventory stocks are up or not. So creating this footnote 14 says ki we have written down 18% and the verbal is saying ki healthy and well managed inventory. So there is a variance in the information that I am catering, that I want to cater ki this is all the kind of variations in the. So if we deep dive into the same, what are the critical things like inventory write down is not a healthy and well managed, or the management is saying what the books are pretending, how the narrative is created. This is the things that I want to address. Is the supply chain is perfectly balanced or it is a not balanced supply chain? That is the things I need to I want to address through this tool. How the margin is expansion or one time, that is the thing. So another last thing, sir, playbook. If I want to ask some question to the management that is sharp, cyclical, and grounded, so there will be the four or five questions that I will be asking to management. That is the final answer. And last, sir, I had that one generate memo of this report that is I had created. Yeah, from that one pager memo report will be done and that will be PDF can be sent to the so that is what Sir Samkhya AI is doing. So Samkhya AI is doing DCF valuation, relative valuation, scenario analysis, and sensitivity metrics.
Yeah,
In
Kapil,
future,
Kapil
what
sir,
the tools I had built it, sir, I had simply
Kapil
done it
sir, I'll
through the.
have to
Kapil ji,
cut
time
you
is up.
there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just 1 minute, sir. Actually, I was 1 minute short also because of Rishi sir. Just 1 minute.
We've counted that, Kapil, honestly, and we've gone 1 minute beyond that. And
Okay, sir. Okay,
to be fair to other
that's and
participants,
that's
we'll
my
have to.
future roadmap, sir. At that point.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, Shrezji, you wanna go ahead with your questions first?
Pranabji, you go ahead first.
Okay. So Kapil, we don't see a tool as such. Can you just walk us through that element where, sorry, you're taking a screenshot of?
No, I'm not taking a screenshot of. I was just going. I was.
Okay,
Uh,
Kapilji, can you take us through that element of what tool has been prepared? You showed us an artifact,
huh,
right? What is the exact functionality working behind it? Because in the output also you showed us the different scenarios, base, bear, and bull.
huh.
All of them were the same. So my
Hmm.
doubt is that the output is not correct, right? So what exactly is working behind this? How have you built this?
So, sir, my problem was very basically, I'm not an matlab IT person kind of person. So I just the problem statement in my mind ki if how can we create a scenario where the narrative is different for a the narrative is there ki there is too much boom for IT or there is too much boom for memory chips or there is too much boom for everything. But in reality, management is not prepared for that. Management is saying that we are prepared. The books are not showing that we are not
No,
prepared for
again,
that.
Kapil, let's not go on different zones, sir. I want a precise answer for the one that you have developed. How have you built this to arrive at this particular report of Maruti Suzuki?
Huh.
What was the backend piece working into it? You showed us the output. Do you have
Yeah.
an input or a software to show us?
No, that not kind of software I did build, sir. I just built a code through Gemini and I'd give that code to
Hmm.
Claude. And that's how that output
Uh-huh.
and artifact is created. So I'd give the same code to Codex also. So then its artifact is created, or then the Codex was saying if you want to create an app or something. So
Hmm.
that's how the output was created.
Can you show
There
us
was
that
no.
code?
Can I show that code? No, I can show it, sir.
Sure. Shares that is precisely all from my end just to look at that code. आपके पास कोई question है sir तो can go ahead.
This is the code, sir.
Kapilji, when you said that Codex was asking you to create that tool or application, why
Yeah.
did you say yes?
So
Even
because
if you
I
have
guess
said yes, Codex would have created a application for you then and there,
so that
which
I
you
was
can
not well
demonstrate it here.
aware of.
Codex asked you, right? You told me that Codex asked you to create a tool or application related to this.
Ha.
You just mentioned it, right? You
Ha
should
ha
have just said yes. Codex would have done everything for you.
ha. Sir, I just done this. I just
See, Abhi, Kapilji, don't take it otherwise, but the artifact which you've shown,
ha.
even if you try to select another company in that artifact,
Yeah.
I don't feel it will work.
What, sir?
Because it's just an artifact. You need to give a new prompt altogether.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You need to attach new financials, new data, everything new, and then you need to give same prompt. Or what else you can do is you can just ask Claude key, do the same exercise for this company now. And it will do it, but it will be generating answer again. The whole answer will be generated again. So ultimately it's just asking a chat GPT to do something and chat GPT is giving you the answer. It is same. It is that
Okay.
way only.
Hmm.
Right. So we were expecting some application or something like that, which can be
Okay.
deployed, right? Which can be deployed. If I say, sorry, name, I forgot your name. What name you put? Samakya AI,
Sam
right?
Samak.
Samakya AI, you put a right proper name and all. So if I ask you to give me a subscription of Samakya AI, I am ready to pay you. Are
Yeah.
you in a position to deploy that?
No, 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 no. That is not in the current development.
Yes. So
Currently, we have.
that is something which is missing. Rest everything is okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So I had just created a thought, sir, in last 5 days. So how we can build it, and I was not very well aware of the how things things will come up. So that's
Fair.
No
Fair.
problem. You were showing that code to Sulabh, right?
yeah.
And that
Now
is something
This
which
is
is
the code.
pending.
I'm able to see the corresponding files, so I have a fair idea now. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kapilji.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So next, Shivani ji.
Shivani ji. Shivani ji, are you there?
I
Yes,
can't see her.
Shivani ji has.
He was there. She was there few seconds before. I don't see her.
We can circle back to Shivani ji. Let's proceed with Shubham Goyal if that's okay.
Yes.
I'm calling Shivani ji. Give me 2 minutes, Shreyas ji and Sulabh ji.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Sulabh ji and Shreyas ji, there's some technical issue at her end, so she has asked that she will join later and present. We can ask the next contestant,
Okay.
CS Shubham Goyal ji.
Yes.
Shubham ji, you can take over and present.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll just present my screen. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Shubham.
Yes,
Yes.
Shubham.
Okay, sir. Okay. I'll just share my screen. Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just go to the okay. So can I start?
Please.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Yes, sir. So first of all, a very good evening to the jury, the panelists, and the attendees. Thank you for taking your time out for the hackathon event. So what we have tried to build is that we always know that during the tax season, so the tax season is approaching, and during that we have a lot of ITRs, a lot of income tax portal related work to be done, and in that what happens is that we have to continuously try to uh, download all these data, the 26 AS, AIS, ITRs from the website, and then try to analyze them, try to remove their passwords, etc. So what we have tried to do in this particular software is that we have tried to automate that process by writing a script which basically runs in the background, and it also shows the Chromium in the foreground, and then it logs onto the portal, downloads everything, removes all the passwords, analyzes the data, and gives a final output. So I'll just turn to the presentation so that I can show all the different modules one by one. So So this, as per us, is the kind of problem which most CA firms keep on facing with regard to 4 to 6 documents and different password schemas, a lot of friction and no summary views, etc. So what we have tried to design here is that one form in which the user will write the PAN, the e-filing password, and the date of birth. And once that is written, the software will automatically fetch a 26 AS, AIS, ITR, etc. It will remove the passwords and it will analyze it. And one of the key features of the software is that we have tried to keep it local first. So there are no third-party services here. And there's no API going to any third-party server. Everything will run only on the local machine. Even the IP address, etc. It's also of the local machine. This is the basic architecture of the app. So the operator will be at the browser layer where a Flask app will be running. And then once the Flask app is running, it will run a sub-process in itself, which will use the libraries Playwright and Chromium, which will log into the IT portal and download everything and download it to these particular folders, right? So data/26s, AIS or
Sorry to
ITR.
interrupt you, Shubham.
Yes, sir.
If you can just go through the application which is developed.
Okay. Directly the application, sir. Okay. Sir,
Ha,
actually,
we could.
yes, sir, sorry, please, sir.
I mean, this theory portion will kill your time. That is what exactly my point is. Instead,
Okay.
you can take us directly through the live application.
Okay. Okay, sir. Uh, okay, I'll try to show. Sir, actually, okay, I'll just take one more minute to complete this, and then I'll move on to the application portion. Sir, actually, one of the things is that this is a backend heavy application. So that is why I wanted to show what we are trying to do in the backend. But I'll just take 1 minute, complete this, and then I'll move towards the use case demonstration. So this is the architecture part, and then we have modules. So the first module will fetch everything from the portal, and it will show whatever is happening in the foreground, right? So first it will open a Chrome, which will show everything, and then it will also show everything in the whatever it is trying to do in the Chrome in using this command line. And then it will decrypt using the 26 AIS zip will have a password of the date of birth. AIS TIS PDF will have lower pan plus GOB, and the AIS JSON will have a special lower pan plus key plus date of birth. And it will use that by iterating. It will create a particular hash, and then it will use that to decrypt that particular AIS JSON. So this one is very interesting. The AIS JSON one is very interesting. It is not that straightforward as just removing a PDF, removing a password. So that was the first part. Second part, as soon as everything is downloaded, it will keep it in a particular. We'll see the web page where we can view and download everything. And third is that it will analyze everything with regard to the JSONs. So we are using JSON etc. rather than PDFs. That is why the processing speed is much faster. And this is how we are trying to parse everything. This is the entire tech stack of Python, Flash, Jinja, and for browser automation we have Playwright. For front end we have Bootstrap etc. And credentials are not stored in the process. It is only in the sub-process. As soon as the sub-process is over, the credentials are washed away. So this is what we have tried to build. Now I'll try to show the actual working of the app, of the web app. I'll just share my screen once again. I'll just share my screen. Okay. So this is the app. I hope the screen is visible. If someone can just confirm once.
Yes.
Is the app visible? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the, thank you, sir. So this is the front user screen, the main screen. So I'll just put my email. So this is running on localhost. So this is all local. We are not, nothing is going to third party. So once we log in, it will give this, it will give this flow to us of fetch. First, it will try to where we can try to fetch all the details, then the pass files of whatever we have downloaded previously, and then the analyze. There where we can analyze all the data which has been downloaded. So we'll just try to see how it tries to take data from the portal. So once all the information has been put in, once someone clicks on fetch documents, so it will open the Chrome, and we can see, and it's putting the pan. It will put the password. So I'll not run the full process. Just for 30 or 40 seconds, I'll let it run so that we see what is happening. So you'll see that whatever it is trying to do here, and it will also keep trying to say what is the process it has filled there, so that one gets to know, even if in case there are errors, then also then the person can get to know where exactly the error was. So that is helpful in debugging. So it is trying to get the 26 AS first. So it will click on these dialog boxes. It will let them go, and it will click on view tax credit, fill the particular assessment forms, etc., assessment year, etc., and it will download the files. So for example, it has already downloaded one file. So I'm, in the interest of time, I'm letting this be. So obviously this finished with errors, but for our analysis, we have already downloaded a few files previously. So for example, these are some of the pans for which we have downloaded the files. So this was the fetch layer. The second is the pass file layer, where we can see which are the files which have been downloaded previously, right? So for example, if we look at this one. So for example, we have 26 AS, the PDF and the zip. There's download button, so anyone can download. And as soon as the files are downloaded, it will remove the password, etc. So that is clean. And similarly, there's the AIS, TIS, and file ITRs. And if someone wants to even look at the JSON, etc., then someone can click on view and look at the JSONs, or simply download the JSONs as needed. Last minute, yes, sir. So this is with regard to pass files. So any particular CA firm might have 50, 100 of these files. Then we come to the analyze layer, where we can select a particular person, and then with regard to that particular person, it will analyze all the documents, the ITRs, etc., and then it will show that what is the what are the details. For example, what are the income heads? So this is what it is taking from the JSON from the IT adjacent, then from the 26 years that who were the deductors, how much amount they have deducted, and then from the AIS, the part B1 and the part B2. So this way, what we have tried to do is that for any particular firm handling a lot of files, it will become much more easier for them to go through all the information which for a particular PAN from the portal, fetch all of them, and then analyze all of them very fast. So this is what we have tried to create. So thank you for giving me time to go through the entire presentation, and very happy for questions.
Okay. So, Shubham, what I could understand is your tool is just fetching the details from the portal and analyzing those details, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, it is fetching those details and then it is also decrypting them. So that decryption process is very
Obviously.
different in this case. Yes, sir.
What is so unique in this?
Sir,
What if I need to buy a tool? Why should I buy this?
one of the things is that anyone can, in a bulk way, fetch all the information from the portal and then can analyze all of them
No,
at
I
once.
can see you have to put individual PAN number, password, and date of birth to pull the data. So one individual's data can be fetched at a time, right?
Yes, sir.
There is no multiple fetching.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, the idea of the use case was to create more of the basic infrastructure behind this. So the ability to do 20 or 30 at once is something which we can integrate very conveniently here in the form of
Okay.
that someone can
First
just
thing.
upload a CSV. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Got it. Second, this is just fetching the data. Then is it pushing that data to my software? No. Is it
Okay.
helping me in filing my income tax returns? No. Right.
Okay.
So point is, I'm not able to see the relevance of the tool created. Don't take it otherwise, but this
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, sir.
not that. The efforts which you have made is phenomenal. Front
Okay.
end, back end, all those technicalities are taken care of. Everything is correct. Point is,
Yes, sir.
when I see the relevance of this use case with the industry, I'm not able
Yes, sir.
to match it somewhere because better tools are available in the market and not only in the market, also in the office of the chartered accountants.
Okay.
Right? Everybody's filing income tax returns, GST returns, TDS returns, all those tools, softwares are already there. So my
Yes, sir.
point is put your knowledge, efforts into a direction which can create more fruitful results for the fraternity.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Sir,
This is what my
yes, sir.
point is. Don't take it otherwise, Shubham, right?
No worries, sir. No worries, sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Sulabh bhai.
Great. I just have one question, Shubham. If you go to past files for me, please.
Yes, sir.
And here there was an option to download, right? If the files are on my local system, why do I have to download? Why can't I just have directly an open thing? What is the
Yes,
thought?
sir. Sir, I mean, the idea is that at some point we might have to upload this on a server so that everyone on the team can use it on our own VPS. So, for example, in our office we have a private VPS, so we have to at some point we'll have to upload this on our VPS so that it can also run 24 hours and everyone on the team can access. People in different cities can access. The office in the
Then your
different city can
purpose of
access.
then your purpose of this being run on local server would be defeated. So that's a contradiction that I'm feeling.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
but
Sir, just on that point, so that private server is ours. We run that server. It is completely controlled by us. We can boot it, reboot it, remove everything at any point. It is completely ours. And we run, so a lot of firms, we also run other software on it, right? Like Tally, etc., and on a centralized way so that everyone in the team can access. So it is that server.
yeah. Right. So if it's on that server, then again the download option would not be needed. We can simply click on open and open the file. Right. But okay, I think the relevance point Shreyas has already taken care of, so I'll not divulge into that. We're good. Well done, Shubham, on this. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we call upon the next contestant, CA Shivani Gupta ji. Shivani ji, are you there?
Namaskar and very good afternoon to all. First of all, I want to just thanks AI Committee of ICAI for providing us this platform to share our use cases. Today I am addressing the problem of every tax litigator. They have to read about 9 to 10 judgment every week to get a robust ground of appeal, and about 500 plus pages to get able to frame the appeals ground. So what I have to resolve this problem, I have make an judgment analyzer tool. So let me first share. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the problem I'm addressing. Share screen. So this is the tool that I have prepared, Lex AI. So what it will going to provide you when you upload your judgment here in this column, judgment analysis, it will going to analyze your judgment and it will provide you all the relevant.
Shivani, we can't see your tool. We are able to see only presentation created by Kama.
Okay.
Exit presentation mode first and then try to share your screen.
Okay. Now you able to see?
Yes.
So this is 4-in-1 AI tool, where the first tool in this is judgment analysis, where you will going to upload your PDF that you wanted to read, and it will going to analyze and decode that PDF, that judgment for you, on the basis of what the issues that it is addressing, what is the argument or the counter argument of appellant, and what are the final holding of the judgment. So the relevant portion it will going to decode so that you do not have to read the whole of the judgment. Here you have to upload your PDF, then it will going to analyze it for you. And if you wanted to compare two judgment, then you have to upload like judgment 1 and judgment 2. It will going to provide you the comparative analysis of that, like the similarity and the differences in both of the cases is going to provide you. And one of the main feature of this tool is that it will provide you the assistant. Means if you wanted to ask the follow-up question related to the judgment you have uploaded, like what the court's reasoning it have taken, it has
वो मयूर
taken,
खंडेलवाल का ओटीपी जनरेट कर टीडीएस रिटर्न का.
it has taken.
Yes, go on mute, please.
It has
Sorry.
taken, so it will going to provide you all the answer based on the PDF. It will not going to take any other sources outside, so that the risk of AI hallucination that usually taken when we are finding the case law judgment, so it will reduce to those. It will going to take the data from that PDF only. And the fourth tool that I have built in it is the case finder. So the case finder, when you're going to provide your issues, provide your facts, it will going to find out the case. And one of the major feature of this is that AI hallucinate. We all know that in tax litigation, major problem is that when we research on the AI, what happened that case law even doesn't present, it provide that case law also. So I have provided the Indian Kanun link and any other research tool that we are using, we can incorporate it in like Textman, SCC or online, so that we can re-verify whatever the case it is providing us. So this is all with my tool, and it will be helpful for the text litigator. Yes. Sir, any question?
Yeah. How you are going to deploy this, Shivani?
What?
I'm a litigator. How you are
Yes.
going to deploy this tool in my office?
Sir, it is already made. You have to, like, you wanted to read any judgment, you have to upload it. Then you're going to
This is on
provide
your
it.
cloud.
Yes.
This is on your cloud subscription, right?
Artifact, yes, sir.
Yeah. How you are supposed to give it to me?
Sir, there is a link it has generated. I can provide you that through that published link.
Okay. Thank you. Sulabh bhai.
Just maybe on the cases bit, right? If I have to search for a cases, how have you ensured that it will not be hallucinating?
Sir, for that, it will definitely, because this is a major problem, it is yet to be resolved. So what we have done is that we provide to verify that the link of the Indian Qanun, but I wanted to incorporate in Taxman. I was not having that subscription of that. So we have to click on that and we have to search whether the case is present in or not.
Okay. Okay. So this still can hallucinate.
Yes.
Fair. Fair. Is there an option where I can add my data to this and it can only search for cases from whatever literature I've uploaded here?
No, this is not there.
Not at this point.
Yes,
Okay.
it's going to.
Fair. That's all from mine, Shivani.
Thank you, sir. Any other question?
No, we are good.
No, no.
Can we have
We are
the
calling for the next participant, which is
Kushwanti?
Kushwanti, yes. Kushwanti, you can proceed. Shivani, please stop sharing your screen.
Stop sharing your screen, please.
Good evening, sir. I'm
Good
sharing
evening.
my screen.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes.
Yes. So good evening, everyone. So the key problem statement that I had identified is while performing any income tax or GST audit, or whenever a new client comes into our office, the major issue is you're going to either come with tally data like this, or the client is going to approach us with some kind of external software data, which is capable of generating some kind of daybook reports. So over here, I created a tool which is going to analyze the tally information with the information that is available from the GST and income tax website. However, based on confidential criteria, I currently disabled the online features and only enabled for comparison reports, and even that will not be considered. And for this particular hackathon, I created a dummy tally data and dummy GST1 and dummy GST1 JSON files, which is almost similar to the GST website if you are going to download the same from the portal, and the GST2 Excel files. So I created these files. So this particular tool basically is going to download those details if you want to download, or if those information is available at our local system, then it's going to read those files and give us a detailed report. For example, without any delay, I'm going to start this particular tool. Here we're going to type the client name, and here we can select the financial year. I'm leaving it as the 25-26. Here, download notices and orders and keeping it as offline. Here, if we click on offline, we can upload any files or multiple number of notices and orders. Currently, I hadn't enabled this particular feature, but the plan that I have is to link this particular thing with the Olama tool to have a localized AI model. However, considering 10 minutes time frame, I had disabled this particular feature. So with respect to GST1 and GST2B, I'm going to download from offline basis and GST 3B offline and comparison reports online and notices and orders offline. Here we can select the options whether we want to download this particular files from the online or offline. And here we can select these files. I'm selecting the GST1. JSON files and GST2B Excel files, which are almost similar to the files that we are going to download from the GST portal. And for the time being, just keeping GST 3B as empty. If you're going to leave any particular field as empty, then while analyzing this particular report, it's going to ignore that particular options. So I'm going to, here we can choose with import from Tally or manual input. If you're going to click on manual input, we have to download a format and we have to fill that data in that particular format and we have to upload it. However, I'm going with Tally. Here I connected this particular tool with the Tally using the ODBC. So I'm going to click on Start Compliance Analysis. As soon as you click on that, it will start directly going to the GST portal for downloading the tool that has specified online for that particular report. And parallelly, it will also fetch the information from the Tally and analyze that particular data. However, consider every other data is the fake data over here, which I'm showing this particular hackathon, whereas this particular comparison report is the actual data. I delinked this particular comparison report with the actual tool, as that is not the exact data that we are dealing with. So over here, if you start fetching trial balance, it will start fetching daybook and it will create its own financial statement by converting the particular journals into ledger, and it will try to read and analyze every every transaction. And it will take approximately 30 to 40 seconds to do that. And over here, we can see how many entries are there. Total, there are 4,434 entries. It will convert them into ledgers and then it will start analyzing the data. And within 30 to 40 seconds, we are going to get this particular analysis. And moreover, in the GST1, we are going to get a JSON file. So it will convert a particular GST1 JSON file into an Excel file, which will act as an added advantage for us. So it will start comparing the GST2B reports with the books, and similarly GST1 with the books. And based on all other factors, it's going to give us a detailed report. And here we got the analysis results. So over here, the sales as per GST1 is 1 crore 47 lakhs, whereas as per books, it is 1 crore 47 lakhs 8,320. The difference is mere 50 rupees, which we can see from these particular two bars that there is no much difference. Similarly, books versus GST2B, the comparison statement, how much ITC difference was there, and which party demands are in difference, and outstanding demands if there are any. If we have uploaded any information, then it's going to calculate this particular demands. Or if you're going to click on online, it will log in into the portal and go to the outstanding demands and will pick up the information. In case of income tax, in case of GST, it will go to the payment towards demand. It will fetch those details, place it over here. And with respect to compliance checks, currently I have placed only 4 compliance checks, section 48A, Q-Section SS, HTNT. And with respect to section 48, it had identified that there are total 135 entries of violation. And to see all these details, if you click on this particular view detail report, we can see advanced analytics information and also the GST reconciliation statement and 48 complaints report. And if you click on that particular option, over here, there was a newly created folder. And here we can see the section 48 complaints. Why these transactions got flagged as the amount is greater than 10,000. And similarly, the GST2 reconciliation. In this particular sheet, it's going to give us the entire information over here. The entries that are there in the GST2A but are missing in the books, and vice versa, that are there in the books but are missing in the 2A. And over here, we can see the delayed report, the entries where the supplier had uploaded late. And if there are any mismatch between 2A and books, we can see it over here with the difference in the values. And along with that, as we click on this particular thing, a new tab is going to open, which is going to give us the financial intelligence dashboard. It's going to identify the key factors. For example, over here, we have the sales, purchase, and total output GST, the input GST, and total number of transactions involved, and sales versus purchase, the top customers within our organization, and the top vendors in our organization. And risk analytics, how many rounded off values it was identified, and the cash entries, and monthly trend analysis. And with respect to the trial balance, which ledger plays a key role. And over here, we can download these particular options. And in this particular risk analytics, even I had tried to include this particular Benford analysis and clustering the data to identify any outliers. However, the data should be used, and currently I'm processing only 4,400 rows of data, as this is the test data. But if it is an actual data of an organization, then we can also include Benford analysis and clustering the data to identify the outliers. So with this, I'm concluding my tools, sir. I'm open for questions.
Yeah, Kushwan, can you please take the slide up? The very first thing where you upload the data.
Over here, sir.
Yeah, so I'm just confirming from you whether the problem statement is reconciliations or preparation of required data based on the notices you upload in the tool, or it is a general reconciliation required to file the returns.
It is not going to fetch the data based on the notices that we're going to upload, sir. It is something like a summary tool, which is going to validate our data with the GST data, so that
so then why you have this download notices and orders tab here at the very first level?
It is going to compliance analysis, so it's going to verify whether any pending notices that I have to take care of while filing this particular return. There are any pending litigations or pending demands.
Okay, so you're saying this is a compliance analyzer, right?
Yes.
So why this is creating and preparing reconciliations? Because creating and preparing reconciliation is not like analyzing compliance. Compliance analyzer should have a simple thing, whether it is done or it is not done. So list of compliances should be there. These are pending. These are done. This should be the modus, I suppose. And I'm just confirming your thought process from what I've could understood.
Yes, definitely. So over here,
right, so
I'm going to confirm that, sir. So over here, I created that particular reconciliation bill. It's not exactly reconciling. It is flagging the entries and giving that these are the areas where this particular client had failed in complying with this particular laws in the GST Act. Or similarly, in the income tax, this is the particular area where he had failed. And that's the major reason I hadn't included that in this particular report. And if and only if I click on detailed analysis, then only these particular information will be displayed. If you want to know more about a particular information, then only it will be displayed. Sir.
Okay. Okay. Over to Sulabh.
Yeah. So Kushwan, just want to ask, you've built this using what tool, and what is the technology running behind this? What coding have you done?
Python, sir. With the help of ChatGPT and Gemini, I had included a Python as a backend and Streamlit as the front end. And for the web automation, I had used Playwright and Pandas and OpenPV Excel to deal with the Excel files.
Superb. And the output that is generated here, considering this is on localhost, the files that are downloaded, can it be reproduced from this particular application, or will I have to go to the folder and then open those files if I need them?
So if we click on this particular view detail,
no, I suppose there must not be any backend.
That's my question. There is no backend currently in the system, right?
No,
it's going to create a folder. It will It's going to create a folder and save everything over here. If you want, we can just copy them and paste it somewhere else. For example, these are the ledgers, equation, and everything. These are the ledgers that we have prepared from the journal entries. These are the ledgers and everything.
So the question is, in case I miss one of the GST returns and I upload it again, I have to run the entire analysis again.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's why I had created this particular tool to give me an analysis under 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair. I think that is all
Yes.
from my end.
So thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you, Kushwanti.
So next, Ravi Shankar Sharma ji.
Yeah.
Okay, please start.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
So, thank you, AI committee, to give me this opportunity to present my use case. And myself, Ravi Shankar Sharma, today I am going to show how AI can solve real problem that chartered accountant face every day. If we think about our typical working day, then uh, uh, we receive financial statement. They that for study them they takes hours to analyze. So, sir, for this we can use some AI model like Google Opal, and we have to answer similar client queries again and again. So, sir, for this we can use Google Studio, and we spend time on repetitive tasks that add little value but uh, consume a lot of efforts. So, sir, like for this we can use like Annate, and so uh, what if all of this could be done in minutes instead of hours, because these all tasks, these all are very painful, consume lot of times. So, sir, that is exactly what I am going to demonstrate today using these three tools. Uh, First, sir, Google Opal. I will upload a profit P&L and balance sheet, and AI will convert them into a visual management dashboard with key insight, risk, and recommendation, important areas. This is where insight become visual decisions. We can convert simple numbers into a good visualization. Then accordingly we can take decisions. Next, sir, I will demonstrate how we can make our life simple by using Google AI Studio. I have created AI assistants for GST, notice, financial analysis, and client queries. These assistants can analyze information and generate professional responses within seconds. So this is where intelligence happens, sir. Google Studio based on help us for our intelligence partner. So finally, at last, I will demonstrate, sir, Annate and workflow automation. So, sir, for example, when a client submit a GST or tax query, the entire process is automated. AI prepares the response and the client receive an email automatically. So by applying this workflow automation, no manual work will be there, no copy paste requirement. This is where automation happens. So together, these tools help us save time, improve productivity, and focus on work that truly matters. So now let's see all of this in action, and let me allow to share my screen, sir. So first, sir, simply we can take a sir, we can create a prompt from ChatGPT to convert our P&L and balance sheet into a visual dashboard by using for Opal. So, sir, that that prompt, the ChatGPT generated prompt, we can we will put here, and it will create a dashboard like we are seeing on the screen. So this is on edit. This is editor tab. So, sir, it will develop when we will process this, then it will develop this workflow and it will create this application. So, sir, it will create automatic, no coding will be there. So, sir, here we have to upload our P&L, then we will, once I will upload the P&L, then Now it's requiring the balance sheet. So now it will create this P&L and balance sheet on a good dashboard. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes. I already processed it. So it will create this type of dashboard. So we can see this dashboard, very good visual dashboard, sir. No efforts, no more efforts. Ratios, any discrepancies, stress, risk, heat, red flags also. Financial, it will provide financial, a very lot of important factors it will here. Next, sir, we come to on Google Opal, Google Studio. I already created 4 Google Studio assistants. We can see them in history, sir. We in our daily working, we have to process a lot of invoices. We have to check important financial highlights. We have to draft client reply on our documents, and so we have to check GST risk. So for this, I created these 4 models. So nothing no coding required. Just taking the simple prompt, good structured prompt from ChatGPT, and I just input this, and it will create and then it will create this assistant, and we have to just upload over, like for AI notice export. So we have to upload over this notice. So it will provide all the like risk observation, impact analysis, missing document information, professional draft reply. So suggested next step, next 48 hours plan. So we can check, we can edit our output as per our requirement. So similarly, I created these 4 tools in similar concept are there, like for GST risk and finance insight, client reply. So we can discuss this later also. So simple same concept are there. Next we come on N8 answer. So for N8 and yeah, this. So sir, in N8, for example, I am taken a very simple example, like we have to answer multiple similar queries to different clients, whether we can take credit on this or not, whether what is the rate, what is the due date. So similar query, different clients ask the similar query. So we can create a Google form, a simple Google form, and we can share that with the client. Client may ask their queries with the email ID. Then that query will come to us. They will come on an N8 platform, and this will process by using this model like Gemini. So sir, like for example, this is the Google form that we will share with the client. We can share with the client. So once client will submit this form, then in Google Sheet we will have this data, like time, client name, email ID. This N8. So sir, we have to set up this N8. So in this, sir, N8 is one platform where we can integrate multiple applications, more than thousands applications we can integrate here in different modes, like API through API nodes or another ways. So sir, I just integrated 3 applications here: one Gmail, Google Sheet, and Gemini. So sir, this Gmail and Google Sheets we can this integrate by simply login in our this Google account. And next, sir, for this Gemini, yes. So for this, sir, Gemini, we can, like, I'm just clicking. We have to first integrate this API. This API key. This API key we can take from the Google Studio here. Here we can generate the API key. Here, if we will create, if I will go ahead, then it will create the API key. So that API key we can use here to integrate the this Gemini model in over any time. So sir, once all the step, once we will complete all the step, then we can execute step. Then after setting up this system, if a client will ask a question to us, then AI will generate automatically a reply based on this Gemini model, and it will generate a output, a good mail to client, and client will get output in his account, in like GML account. I just tried it, and I got this reply from another mail ID. Like this reply I got from this anytime in a different mail ID.
Ravi, a minute left.
Okay, sir. I'm so sir. What I covered till now, I demonstrated this Google AI Studio. First, I demonstrated this Google Opal, where we can convert our panel to visual dashboard. Then I used this Google Studio for analysis, for different analysis, for different over daily different type of tasks. And then I used this anytime for our making making a system for repetitive tasks. So that's all, sir, from my side. Thank you. I'm open for the question now, sir. I will try my best to give answers, sir.
Bye.
Yes, Shreyas. I think I don't have much questions here. We're good. We're good to proceed.
So रवि जी आपने 3 अलग-अलग problem statements को depict किया, right? You demonstrated 3 different problem statements and you gave 3 different solution statements to all 3 different problems. Yes? So I would like to go to that Google AI Studio.
Google AI Studio. Okay.
Yes. We have created that 4 custom bots basically.
Yes, sir.
What knowledge base you have uploaded there so that क्योंकि उसमें मैं देख रहा था आपने you have put it
sir, I'm
yes, here only.
So sir,
here only back
in yeah. Sir,
I
just made a good prompt by using the chat GPT. Then I just given the prompt, a structured good prompt, and I given the instruction in the prompt only. And it is using the I have not upload my own documents, own files, and it will using normally we use the chat GPT. It is working on that type.
Okay, so basically, if you see module 1 AI notice expert, right? What I could understand using the reading the name is it will draft replies to the notices issued to your clients.
So sir, it will do 4 type of tasks. It will first draft the reply, and then sir, it will suggest us to list down. It will suggest us required documents for that notice. So that document we can share with the client. Third, it will provide us the risk observation, what type of the risk may be there. And next, at last, it will suggest, I given the prompt that next 48 hours, what we have to
What
do.
about case law, sir? My question is, what about hallucinations? How you will control hallucination in this?
So, sir, for hallucinations,
because when you will draft, it will bring some case laws and put it into your reply.
Yeah, it will bring
from where you will check that whether those case laws are correct or not.
Yeah, that is the most important part, sir. So once it will provide us the output, it may code some like case law. So, sir, for it actually these models helping us only for our work to do fast. Case laws part, sir, we have to check manually by ourselves before taking any decision. We cannot rely blindly on these, sir. Because every case law, any facts, numbers, we have to review, and we either Then if we have two options, either we have to structure our input. Second option, I have to give my own case laws list to this in the extended version. Or third, I have to check, sir, this I have to check the quoted case laws with the actual case law on the official website, sir.
Okay.
So,
ठीक
yeah,
है.
sir, we cannot blindly
That's
rely
all for. Okay, Raviji, thank you. That's all for now. So next participant is Ramandeep Singh ji. Raviji, if you can please
Yeah,
stop sharing your screen.
Yes, yes.
stop sharing. Hope am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. You're audible.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your confirmation. Good evening to jury members. Good evening to other members. And thank you so much to the AI committee members as well who are putting so much effort. Let me allow sharing my screen. Okay. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Ramandeep ji,
Okay.
now it's visible.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your confirmation. So, nowadays is the era of the system only, right? Everything is being generating in the systems. If it is generating in the system, there is a highly chances that data can be manipulated, right? Let's say you prepared some PDF, some other person has manipulated the PDF and again created the PDF for us. Similar case of the mine as well. I prepare the BRDs, right? So sometimes it happens that somebody has made the changes, but I'm not aware about. Okay. So comparing two document so that we can get at what all changes has been happened, because these documents are having a huge number of pages, like 1000 number of pages, very difficult to analyze where we have made the changes, right? Even if you have observed into the practice as well, the client has given us the tele data and thereafter they made the changes. We're not aware about what all changes they have made. Sometimes it has been observed the tele data which client has given to us, which is running onto the client side, is different. We're not aware about what all changes they have made thereafter. It's very difficult to identify. So I prepared this tool, which is some HTML tool. I used the Claude Code as well as the anti-gravity to prepare this tool. So I given an option for the document comparison. Document comparison, we can compare the any type of document, be it doc, be it PDF, be it JSON, be it XML, any kind of document we can compare. We just need to upload the pre and post. Along with the document comparison, I'm also given the option for the forensic audit kind of, we are uploading one Excel or PDF or tele data. It gives us the clustering of the data, right? And it gives us also that what kind of risk can be. It helps us to, the start our audit as well. I also given an option to create the bank reconciliation, which is common nowadays. Also has given the option for a redact and raserize as well, because redact is nowadays being cracked by the developers now. So rasterization option has also given it to the same tool. Let me just walk you through the first to the doc comparison. So into the doc comparison, I am starting with this. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm taking the first loan agreement, which is free version. And I'm also picking up the post version as well. Just clicking it up to analyze the data. It gives me the comparison of these two documents, what changes have been made, right? Maybe some. Okay. So it has given us the data that what clause has been changes. It's given us the summary, executive summary, the changes, clause changes also given. What was clause there? Now in new document is nothing, right? So similarly, the new clause has been added into the recent document and nothing was there into the earlier, right? It gives us the entire insight about what all changes has been made. Also give us the recommendation given is to take the legal opinion because of the change into the clauses. Similarly, we can analyze the multiple other as well. Let me just show you the JSON file, which is something our ITRB file, right? So if you want to know what was we entered into the earlier JSON, what we wanted to enter into the previous JSON, then we can easily compare with this. right? So in such a way, we can compare any kind of document that what changes has been made, because nowadays everything is into the data. We never know what kind of changes has been made by someone. So it's see over here, there's a compliance issue with a related party transaction change. There is suspicion that the business income has been changed from this to this, and the suspicion that that deduction which was claimed earlier this, now it has been changed to this. So we can easily analyze this by this tool that what all changes has been made. We can use anything. We can use Word, PDF, XML, anything we can use it. I've also given that forensic audit. Let me just brief you. I'm just loading one Excel file over here, right? I'm just loading the bank statement. It's giving me the clusters for using that machine learning. So it's giving me the cluster, giving me the option. Okay, there are some kind of the cash payment, which is somewhere around the 10,000, which is the threshold, right? Some payments are more identicals, some duplicate payment with the same counterparty at the same day with the same amount, right? There may be the chance that duplication is also there, right? So this kind of the insight is provide us to give us the more insight before starting our audit so that we can focus into the respective area. I've also added the bank reconciliations as well. So we just need to add the bank statement and the cash book. It provides us the bank reconciliation. Okay, which is provide us, it's there into the bank, not in books. It's there into the books, not in bank. We can also download this in any of the cases, either forensic and in anything. We can download it into the Excel, Word, PDF. We can also email that particular report to us using the Gmail or Outlook as well, or any other app. We just need to provide the email address. I am also given the AI capabilities over here as well, although it's optional. If we want to use, otherwise we can't avoid, we can avoid it. It will analyze it and give you the summary of it. How I did it, I've given the AI setting, I've given the option for the OpenAI and Google Gemini. For demonstration, I'm picking up the OpenAI key only. Okay, let me just go back. This is something, the last piece, which is the redact and raserize. We can first choose the PDF. Okay, picking up the first PDF, opening into the raserize, whatever we want to redact, we can select it. Let's say taking an example of this. Okay, go ahead and apply and convert images, right? It is converting into the images. That's the rule of the rasterization. So converting into post-production, converting into the images, and then converting into the PDF. So this is how we can easily rasterize the data as well. So this is how, there's the tool which I prepared basically to analyze the data, pre and post changes, give us the confidence by uploading data that what all the risk can be into the specific entity. Yeah, that's the tool. Thank you so much for your time.
Great. Well done, Ramandeep ji. So a
It's
question.
nice use case.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sulabhai, questions.
Yeah, just one. We are using this as an HTML. So this is a point
Yes.
in time that we are performing, right?
Yeah.
Any kind of analysis that we perform now will have to be performed again if I choose the same data and if I refresh this.
Nice. You're right. You're right. So we have an option. Once we do it, we can download into Excel, PDF. Once we do it, we can download it into the Excel and PDF, that whatever the finding we have. If you want to use, you want to do the analysis with new data, yes, we can analyze. If you want to use the same data, then again, we can give it
Okay,
away.
and give me a simple yes or no answer, sir.
Please.
In case I run this again for the same data set, considering it's Gen AI powered, right? Do you think it will give me new analysis or new kind of insights for the second time I run it?
No, this is not Gen AI one. This is not Gen AI one. This is HTML. I've given the option. Let me just show you again. I've given the option. If you want to analyze by AI, then you can do it. Otherwise, that's particularly purely optional. Let me just show you. Right? You're parsing the data, right? It will give you the same output as it was earlier. Right? 3 clause changes. Earlier it was same, right? So I'm just giving it on the option over here at the below. If you want to use, then we can click the AI. Otherwise, it's fine. It will give you the option to download Excel, Word, PDF, and you can email it. If you want to further analyze by using, then you can click it.
Fair. That was all from my end, Shreyas. Using AI, I think we'll get different answers, but yeah. Shreyas,
Yes.
sir, your questions.
Okay. So, Ramandeepji, I think the points have been covered by Sulabh. Just one small thing
Yes.
would like to ask. From where you got, from where you click this problem statement of comparing documents, any real life instance you
Yes, that I mentioned about
faced?
BRD, right? I'm into the industry. I prepare the BRD. So I prepared the version 2. Somebody changed into it because there are multiple teams aware involved into the change. Then I found that there is a version 3 got saved, right? So what I did, I went into the history and downloaded the version 2, right? And then compare the both version and 2 and 3, right? And I prepared this tool in my industry itself so that I can compare these documents because it's a very lengthy document, very difficult for me that what changes has been made into the version 2, the version 3.
So, have you uploaded those version 2, version 3 at the time of prompting to generate
No,
this tool?
no. Once I created the tool, then I added the file. Likewise, I'm meeting over here.
Okay. And then on how much data you have tested this tool as of now?
I have tested multiple data over here. Let me just show you again. I have multiple data over here. I have tested this. Even if
And it is
not
correctly,
this,
it is
yes,
correctly demonstrating the
yes,
answers, results.
yes, yes, yes.
Why you have not converted this into
I recently created it. Actually, I'm using into my company, but I
your own
can't show.
organization?
Yeah, my own.
Your own organization. So
Yeah,
HTML will work there. If you are working in an
yes,
industry, then
yes,
HTML will work there. Otherwise,
yeah,
there might be a problem. Okay,
yeah,
perfect, perfect, Ramandeepji.
yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you.
Yes, so we have our next participant, Sahil. Sahil, please go on.
Yeah. Just a minute, I'm just sharing my screen. Hi, good evening, everyone. Am I
Good
audible
evening,
now?
Sahil. Yeah, good evening, Sahil. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Hi, I'm CA Sahil Soni, representing GST Due Diligence Report Generator. It's an AI-powered comprehensive GST analysis. And here comes the problem. Nowadays, CAs are manually downloading the GSTR 1, 2B, 3B from the GST portal for each client. And it is downloading one return at a time. So then they need to, cross-verify the ITC mismatch, taxability in GSTR 1 and 3B, IT mismatch between 3B and 2B, and all this done in manual Excel sheets. And then they also need to check whether the supplier is valid or not, whether it is active, is suspended, and they have to do this all task manually. So it takes 4 to 6 hours of manual effort for on putting on each client. So in total, if a firm is handling 100 plus clients, it is, covering its 600 hours a year for this repetitive task. So here comes the solution. You just in our software, you just have to log in once and authenticates with ID, username and password with the portal, and just fill the captcha, and the software will do the rest. The portal will fetch its own. The software will call its own internal APIs to extract GSTR 1, 2B, and 3B data for multiple selected years. It also scraps the entity profile as well, like the basic info of what is its constitution and what are the basic details of the GST user. Then when the analysis came into picture, it parses all the three returns GSTR 1, 2B, and 3B and cross-verify data with each other, and it does ITC reconciliation between 3B and 2B, mismatches of tax liability between 1 and 3B as well. And it also, analyze the input output ratio between how much we have purchased and how much we have sold in just year wise, and identify it as a red flags, whichever it is on higher side or lower side. Then it generates a very professional report with table form, comments and charts and tables, even compliance scoring and risk flags, and it is ready to save as a PDF as well. So how it works? It login into GST portal via login details, fill the captcha, and we are using this Puppeteer for browser automation, and it extracts the API extraction with portals only REST APIs, and there is an analysis engine which verifies the between the reports and then generates a reports. Technologies which are being used, it's Node.js, Express, Puppeteer, PDF.js, Chart.js, and Sheet.js, and using JavaScripts mainly. And what the reports cover? There are two sides. One is compliance side and one is financial side. On compliance side, there is a rating structure. Out of 30, we have marked per year with color-coded ratings on the basis of their filing dates and whether it is filed on due date or not. It captures all three, even GSTR 1, 3B, and 9 as well, with delay detection. It also checks the supplier from which we have buy the goods or services, whether it is suspended or not. The notices and orders on the photo are also fetched within the last 1 year, and that will be shown in the report. And there is also financial side analysis in which it analyzes the turnover, input output ratio, ITC mismatch, tax liability.
Sahil, we do understand the use case
Yeah.
and we're thorough with it, but just to save your time, let's move to the corresponding practical use case. It would be easier for you.
Okay. This is the software, and there is a manual also. We can upload manual Excel sheets as well, and now we are doing the auto import. So I'm just clicking on the portal. It will give me the captcha to fill over there. It's just opening up. After filling, it will start extraction. The extraction parameters will be shown in this window only. Yeah. As we can see that live data is been extracted from the GST portal. Year-wise details we have selected. Currently we are taking the 3 years only, and which we have already selected. And on the basis of this, it will extract the data in this way only. And in the meantime, I will show you the output report, which will generate in this way only. Shall I proceed with this report, or we have to do the live?
Yes, you can please proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the sample report which will generate in this format only. These are the table of contents and entity profile. It covers the all the basic details, how old the assessee is, taxpayer is, and what in which slab it is covered under its jurisdiction, address, and the it is fetching the details which is in its profile only, and which goods are it deals. So this is the executive summary and multi-year analysis, like in a table form: turnover, gross purchases, input output ratio, compliance score, ITC claimed,
Kindly last
taxability.
2 minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
each
this is
time we run this, Sahil, sorry to cut you there, but each time we run this, it's gonna fetch entire 3 years data again and again.
yes. Every time we log in into GST, and it fetches all the three selected years. Matlab, no saving data anywhere. So
Okay.
this is the compliance scoring rating. And so section B is a turnover analysis, 3-year analysis of the turnover along with monthly trend, and turnover breakup between B2C, B2B, credit notes, again multi-year and along with a pie chart, and input output ratio, sale versus purchases, multi-year, and state-wise analysis for the latest year, in which state it is in a chart form, in to know which states we are dealing most. And there is a HSN wise summary year wise along with its percentage and turnover. And there is analysis of credit note. What is the percentage of credit notes we are currently giving, in what percentage goods are returning. Now there is analysis of top buyers,
Yeah.
value and percentage form. And now there is another important point: buyer who is also supplier for getting a circular trading. Like from this particular GST, we have buy goods and we have supply to it also. So there is a purchase analysis, top suppliers along with chart, and section D again input tax rate mismatch. So it's a 3B total and 2B total, and there's a percentage and mismatch amount. So there is also tax liability inconsistency with 1 and 3B. So we can see that here is a mismatch, and we will further analysis what is the cause of this mismatch. Now the tax payment behavior. It is being observed here that whole tax paid is through ITC, and taxpayer is not paying anything in cash. So this is analysis of it. And now is the monthly sales data, for the monthly sale and purchase data of the 3 years. And now the analysis of top buyers more than 5% and purchases of buyers and suppliers. And now there's the important part that it also checks the supplier's GSTN, what is cancelled or what is the status of this GSTN. Like in this case, there's a red flag here that cancellation days is of year 2021, but our GSTN taxpayer has purchased some goods in 2025-26 year. So there is also a red flag to verify further. So notice and order within the last year will be shown here. In the meantime, this report is also good to go. It has been generated in this same format only.
Great. Can you take me to page number 27 of this, the last page? The last page.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is that all? Shall we proceed, Sahil?
Yes, there was few slides were left, and I think good to go. Yeah.
You're through? Okay. Shreyasji, any questions from your end?
Yeah, Sahil, first of all, I would like to understand where this analysis is going to help. Who will be the users of this report? And why I need GST data to know who all are my top 5 buyers or which state I'm
Yes.
selling, because the analysis which is required, this analysis, to whom this analysis is required, right?
Hmm.
They must be maintaining data on their accounting and ERP systems. So all this data can be fetched from that data itself. Why we
Hmm.
need this report from GST portal to tell me that these are your five top buyers and top sellers and five top states in which you are dealing, etc. Yes, sign, please.
Like for example, if any new client comes to me and I need to, just like a background check of that client, that whether it is a good or not.
So whether
And
your client gives, okay, so you're taking it into from the perspective of a CFO, that a CA
yes,
is enrolling a new client
CA,
in his office, and then CA will be checking all
yes,
these details.
yes. And also in future, like if anyone wants to get the due diligence of a GSTN of any person or of any taxpayer, so this
So
report will
that is
also
altogether a
helpful.
different problem statement then.
Sorry?
Getting a due diligence done is altogether a different problem statement.
Yes, yes.
It should include all other things also into it, not only GST.
Yes, later there are future roadmaps also. Later we will interpret it on this basis, like bulk client processing. It will the AI powered risk commentary, and whatever analysis we have done, it will uh, also generate a audit observation that like we have seen that there is a circular trading, GST suspended thing. So like top buyer and seller, like how much percentage one person is buying from another. That is also audit evidence as well. How much that materiality concept we can apply there. So what is like in this way it can help CE firms as well. We can integrate with Tally to uh, GST 3B RICO, 2B RICO with and two GSTR 1 RICO, whether the both are consistent with each other.
Okay,
Hmm.
I have a
That's it.
different perspective on that, but it's okay. Sulabhai, over to you.
Yeah. Sahil, for fetching the GST statuses also, my understanding is that CAPTCHA is needed. So by just inputting one CAPTCHA, how is the GST status validated?
So once
How
we
it?
log into GST portal, it is
Mm-hmm.
using its own internal REST APIs. So if
Okay.
we get logged in into GST portal, everything is available on GST portal as well. In
Okay.
such in
Fair.
such such taxpayer base, it is inputting the supplier GST and it is fetching the details of it.
Okay. I may be wrong on that part, but for my understanding, every GSTN requires an individual CAPTCHA to be verified.
No, no,
I
no,
may be
no.
wrong, but okay.
Internal APIs
So
are there,
second,
but yeah.
hmm. Okay. Second thing, you've built this on what language, on what technology?
I have used by the tool Claude, and the technologies which are being used, like it's Node, Express, JavaScript mainly for handling the HTML part.
Okay. So you've created the MD file also with Claude.
Yes.
Great. This is good. Good to see this. Okay. No further questions from my end. Thank you, Sahil. Shreyas, I think we can call the next candidate.
Yes, yes. So next participant is Devalji, please proceed.
Yeah, Shreyas ji and Sulabh ji, one update. She had some technical issues. She is rejoining in just a minute. So we have to wait for a minute. Her
Yeah,
laptop
yeah,
got
we'll wait.
switched off.
We'll wait.
Sure, sure.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, she has rejoined. She has rejoined. Deval ji, are you there? Deval ji, your voice is not audible. You are on mute. You are on mute.
Hello. I'm audible now?
Can't hear
Can't hear
you,
you, Devalji.
Deval ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yes, but the voice is really low. I don't think your earphones are connected. It's the system's mic which is reading it.
Am I audible now?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, that is better.
You can start,
Yeah.
Devalji. Some technical issue at Devalji's end. He's joining again, Shreyas ji and Sulabh ji.
No problem, Rishi sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yes, you are audible.
You may start, Devalji.
Sir, actually, can you just text me? I'm just having some issue in my mic, so I can, if I'm audible, I can start. Then I will just connect my earphones for
I'm
the
calling you.
conversation. Okay, done. Thank you. Just. Okay, so my problem statement that I'm sorry, my screen.
Don't worry, you must try the sharing screen now.
So yeah, I hope my screen is visible. Actually, I'm not able to hear the audio due to some technical issue. You can just give me thumbs up. I can continue. Then I'll connect the earphones. Hello. Okay, done. Thank you. Yeah. So my problem statement here. I have built. Good evening, everyone. So myself, CA Deval Tanna, and before showing my use case, I will just give a short. I will narrate a short summary of a situation. So it's like it's the month end. It's the month end, and a manufacturing company has three plants, and each plant finance sends its trial balance, budget, production data, etc. to the finance controller, and then finance controller spends nights consolidating it, reconciling the plant's number for the CFO, who can just build. The finance controller needs to build a management PNL for CFO to analyze, like what are the variances, what have actually moved in the company, and what next we need to take the steps. So I have built a tool around this. So my tool is I call it Plan to CFO Intelligence Platform. It is we can consider it a control tower which actually bridges the gap between the plant finance and the CFO. So actually the key features are that based on the raw data provided, which includes the budget, the production data from the plant, it moves directly in the tab of the finance controller, who now does not need to sit and manually consolidate the data. My tool can already consolidate the data, so I will directly move to the tool. So I have made this tool on the Python. Yeah. So I have made this tool on the using Python and Streamlit app. So we can see here, there are three users. One is plant finance, one is financial controller, and other is CFO. So I will log into the first user. Yeah. So I will log in as the first user. So which is plant 1100. This is the user ID for the plant 1100. We have three plants, 1100, 1200, and 1300, which I've taken in my demo. And from the plant, using the plant, the plant person logs in and he gets this tab. So the first step is that he needs to upload the trial balance and the budgeted PNL for the period they are using. So what I have done is I've assumed that we are running this cycle on monthly basis. So currently it gives monthly data for the April.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I have
calling it.
already pre-uploaded the data. So once I upload the data, it gives me this dashboard to the plant finance. So this dashboard is actually, it shows the actual versus budgeted key lines, which is net sales, direct material cost, direct labor cost, variable manufacturing overheads, etc. So we get this actual versus budget key lines, and this is the small dashboard.
Deval, are you getting my voice?
Sorry. Hello.
Your screen is not visible.
Oh no. I guess.
Ramandeep
Yeah.
sir, she's not able to hear us.
Is it?
Sorry.
Sorry.
There is some issue in this.
Rishi sir had called
Is
her
it enough?
to tell her that screen is not visible.
It's okay. Shall I?
Stay
Done?
on
Yeah.
point.
Thank you. Done. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So. Yeah. So sorry, I'll just show you. I logged in as a plant finance. So when I log in as a plant finance, I have this option to upload trial balance and the budget, and as per the period. And upon uploading that, I have already pre-uploaded the data, so I get this. Here I have option to just move the dashboard, as in if I want to see quarterly or half yearly. Currently, I have only uploaded Q1 data, so we can see the dashboard like this. So plant finance can directly get the insights from this. And after that, we have variance analysis, because the plant finance need to check more it in detail. So in the variance analysis, I have given different types of analysis like revenue, material, labor, variable overheads, etc. So in that, the plant finance needs to upload the data. Like if I select the revenue variance tab, so I've already pre-uploaded the data because it takes time. Here he has the option monthly, quarterly, based on the first PNL that you have uploaded. So based on that, you have the data. You have the option to upload, and here you will upload your revenue data, which includes invoice data. It also includes how much sales we have done. So major in the invoice data, it is covered. So and on uploading, I get this. This is my variance analysis, which has been done. I have given the logic in the Python. So this it does my variance analysis. So like my budget sales quantity was 3,099.27. So this is what I get. This is again a dashboard, and I do have the plant finance also gets this in detail here. So they can refer, and they also do have download options. And for the plant query, I will come once again here. And apart from that, we have downloads status. Status is that which of my data is pending to be uploaded. Like currently I have uploaded Q1. So it gives, it shows here. So this is first user. Now we connect it to the controller. So now my data moves on to the controller tab. After once the plant finance is uploaded, it will move to the controller tab. So I will just log in. Yeah. Now, first thing is that for the controller, it is not just a single plant. The controller will have the consolidated data of all the plants. And since in our demo, we have 3 plants, 1100, 1200, 1300, I had already pre-uploaded data. So here, the dashboard of the controller will look like this. It is giving a company overview in which it includes all the 3 plants, which has net sales, EBITDA, operating profit, variance. And yes, important point, I've currently stopped my this tool up to operating profit only. I have not included the head office expenses right now. So this tool is not calculating profit after tax and further analysis. So yes, again, these key lines we have, this is for the company level. If above I change to plant level, the finance controller can change and see the plant level also. Now next is RICO. One thing is very important, which the plant controller team does manually, that plant finance uploads the data. We need to again recheck whether the data uploaded is accurate or not. And second thing is the data total, the company total data should be equals to plant A plus B plus C data that they have uploaded. So this is the tab which reconciles that. So here in the Q1, it is 3 on 3, like plants, all the 3 plants have uploaded the data, and there is 100% match. But intentionally, just to show the demo, I had uploaded actually the exceptions in the July month, which shows that there is a mismatch in the data. So if there is any mismatch in the data, it will show like this. So there is a mismatch in the plant 1100 in the selling and distribution expenses and differences of 2.29 lakhs. So here, if this query arises, it will give the plant, and here the plant controller has the option to raise the query within the this tool itself. So if he clicks here in the query one, this tool will open and it will give that during this reconciliation, we have identified that there is mismatch in selling and distribution of 2.29 lakhs. If I press here send query, it will now directly reflect in the plant 1100 finance ID. So there I had actually not shown the plant queries, but that was the use. So now since here it is reflecting the 2 queries, waiting for plant reply, waiting for controller reply. Similarly, there will be reflecting the same query. And we do have this fail. Again, this was for the demo. I had actually replied from the plant finance today itself that it was due to manual error. So I raised query as a finance controller. Plant finance replied me that it was manual error, and now we have re-uploaded the data. So now there will be no differences. So then if the plant controller feels that it is fine, error is done, it is sorted, then he can just close the query, or else he can send the follow-up if it is still open. So this is the use. And now again, in the variance analysis, the variance analysis was done in the first front in the plant finance. But this dashboard of the financial controller looks different because he has to focus on the various drivers. So plant control, this is for the revenue variance. So we have plant variance and volume variance. Price variance and volume. So this, it will show the summarized drivers. So financial controller can directly focus on that and further discuss with the CFO. And these tab I have not currently kept active, but yes, we can active this tab. And this currently I have not linked the API. If I connect this top 3 reasons recommended action with the API, the example Claude API, then it will give me summary here based on the data that we have presented. And second we have is profit reconciliation. This is mainly for the CFO, because my budgeted profit was X amount and I have actually earned Y amount. So within that, I need to see which due to which variances my profit has fluctuated. So this is the summary showing for all the three plants. Since before CFO, the data needs to be validated. So this all data has been in the financial controller tab. And again, we have this status where finance controller can see that whether all plants have uploaded the data or not. And last, when we move to the CFO, who is the final user for this. Yeah, in the CFO tab directly, this opens. It says good morning, and yes, I have here actually I have linked the generate API. That is, I have actually connected the Claude API with this. So based on the summaries that we have made based on the dashboards, here the Claude actually will generate the summary. So I have just clicked on this, so it will generate the summary, and till the time it is generating, below the summary here, CFO can see the operating performance context, which means that he can just have an overview like how much production we have done, total sales quantity, sales value, and all. It is just an overview, like CFO can just have key insights. And this is the AI summary that has been generated for May month. Here we have option to select like for what period we want the summary. So Claude will generate accordingly. This is for the May month. So here it gives the revenue. It just, just a quick insight the CFO can just refer without reading the whole financials. So this is the quick insights. It gives us top pointers like material cost. There is favorable variance in the labor cost, this all. And also it has recommended actions and some key discussion areas that CFO should focus on while the review meeting. So this is that. And besides that, we have its profit and variance bridge. So again, the here also we have generate plant insights. This will give us plant wise insights. This the previous one was overall insights. This will give me the specific plant wise insights. And below that we have like net sales, the whole the plant wise breakup we have to refer for CFO. So yes, it will give like this: plant performance summary, CFO review points, recommended actions, and this all. So this is the summary that we will get from this. And this is plant-wise performance and variance metrics. The CFO can refer if he wants to. And again, we have given below the profit reconciliation that is again for the CFO point of view if he wants to see in more detail.
Last 2 minutes.
Yes, sir, I'm almost done. And this is again, wait. So this is the tool that I have actually made. I'm trying to automate the FP&A that we do. This is not from the point of view of large companies, but yes, the startups, small manufacturing companies can use it easily. So this is from my side.
Okay, Deval, can you hear me?
Shreyasji, I am hearing you, and I'll let her know the questions. You can speak.
Sorry, Rishi,
Hello.
need to trouble you in between, but yeah, she
Actually,
mentioned.
I'm having some issue in the speaker. Rishi sir, can you just
Yeah,
narrate
Devalji,
back to
I
me?
will let you know the questions you answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned that you use Python for this. Can you let me know what all libraries of Python you used first? Second, majority of the organizations who have multiple plants are using ERPs. And I think this feature is already there in ERP, except for that AI reporting and all. But consolidation feature is always there. So do you feel this use case will prevail in or say relevant in the market?
Devalji, first question is you have used Python, so you have to tell about the libraries used in the Python. Second question was that the relevance of the use case in the market.
Okay, so sir, I have used like Open Excel for the Excel, then Pandas, then for the numbers, I have I can just refer the code. Actually, mainly I have used the Pandas for and the Open Excel main. I have used that, and also for the HTML because I have been using this the dashboards. The I have used, so for that it was required. And the relevance in the market. So actually, sir, more than market, it is industry use case, because still in industry, the thing is that many of the tasks are being manually write off in the FP&A. So it gets the first 5 days of the month or first 10 days of the month, whatsoever the deadline is as per the company, it is very tight, and chances of manual errors are very high. We need to rework again and again if there is some small error. So this tool can automate that. Like, I just have to focus on the judgment area now, not on the manual process that I am doing. And secondly, for the startups or for the small business, they don't have the finance person, or they don't have funding for the finance team like this. So they can use that. Even if I've taken the demo of the 3 factories, but instead of that, they can use it for their shops as well. Example, I have 3-4 shops, I can use it. So we can customize in that way, and then we can use it further, which will give me more analysis.
Sulabh bhai.
Yes, Rishi sir, just one question from my end. The actual data comes post the accounting has been done. The budgeted data is also uploaded in what form? Is it in Excel, or how are we doing that?
Yeah, Devalji, the budgeted data, how you're uploading it? Is it Excel or some other format?
Uploading, yeah, it's in Excel. So the thing is, I also had actually I cannot present SAP here, but actually what we can do is we can connect the Python with the our accounting software only. So on the given specified date, it will run the data, it will extract the dump, it can auto upload in this. So we do have that option, but currently, since I cannot use SAP here, so I have done it manually. And again, the small users, they don't use that kind of software, so for them they need to upload it in Excel.
And what tool you have used to develop this Python code?
Devalji, what tool you have used to develop this Python code?
Okay, so I have used Claude AI and I have used ChatGPT Plus. Like, I have both in the mix. I have used it. And for the inputs, I have taken the guidelines from the ICAI for the standard costing thing, and the formats I have made on my own based on the experience, like what would look good and what would be easier to use.
Okay, well done.
Thank you, Devalji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rishi sir.
Stop sharing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shreyas ji and Sulabh ji. Now we come to the end of this webinar. It was a marathon 3-hour session, and all the 11 contestants gave their best. They gave their best presentation, and it was aptly and ably judged by both the faculties, both the juries. So first of all, the voting lines are now open for the last 5 minutes. It's 6:12. So we'll close the webinar at 6:17 p.m. So those who have not voted, may please vote, first of all. And we come to the close, and I extend my sincere appreciation to all participants for their outstanding presentations, innovative ideas, and commitment to leveraging AI for the advancement of the profession. First of all, I'd like to thank and give my thanks to all our leadership, CA Prasanna Kumar D, President Sir, CA Mangesh Kinare, Vice President Sir, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda, Chairman AI Committee and immediate past President, ICAI, and CA Umesh Sharma ji, Vice Chairman AI Committee. Today's session once again demonstrated that CAs are not merely adapting to technological change, we're actively shaping it. The creativity, practical problem solving, and the future-oriented thinking displayed by each participant reflects the immense potential of our profession in the AI era. Like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed jury members for their valuable time, insightful observation, and constructive feedback and guidance to all the 11 panelists. Their guidance played a very crucial role in helping participants refine their ideas and take them to the next level. My thanks to all viewers who joined us and contributed through their engagement in voting. The voting lines are still open for the next 3 minutes. You may please vote. Your participation is what makes this hackathon initiative stronger and more impactful. The competition is becoming more exciting with each episode, and the journey is now moving towards the semi-finals. We have just one prelim episode left, that is next week, the episode 8 of the season 5 at 4 p.m. onwards. Then we have the two semi-finals on the 12th and the 19th of June. And then the big one, the grand finale at the ICAI AI Innovation Summit 2026 at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. The grand finale is one of the 12 sessions which are going to be held over the 2 days at the AI Summit, where the best of this season will compete on the national stage before an audience of professionals, industry stalwarts, policymakers, government stakeholders, and technology experts. I would once again encourage all participants, viewers, to register for the ICAI AI Innovation Summit if they have not registered as yet, because the seats are now limited which are left. We have got registrations for most of the seats, and we thank the participants who have registered. We still have few seats left, so please don't get left behind and register ASAP. Also, just briefing you about the AI initiatives, we have the refresher sessions going on. The level 2 refresher is now next Friday, 5th of June. Also, we have the season 5, episode 8 on the 5th of June at 4 p.m. We tomorrow have the level 1 refresher, which is at 11 a.m. Also, if not done the AICA level 1 and level 2 batches, so please register at a place near you. Thank you once again to all participants, jury, viewers, for making this episode 7 a great success. We now look forward to seeing you in the upcoming stages of the competition. Together, let us continue to innovate, inspire, and transform the future of the profession through AI. Jai Hind, Jai ICAI, thank you. We have just 1 minute left before we close. For those who have not voted, they may please vote.
All the best to all the participants. Thank you, Rishi sir. Thank you, AI committee, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.
Our pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you again.
Thank you, both
so
of you.
much, and all the
Thank
best to
you.
the participants. Thank you.
Yeah, 30 seconds more and then we close.
Yeah. We can leave.
Thank you,
As
sir.
you wish, sir. As you wish.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Tech support, can we close? Tech support. Tech support. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Can we close?
Yes, sir.